reborn as the heir of a wealthy family. You started managing the family business at age 10. By 18, you grew the family company to billions. At 20, your net worth shot past 100 billion. You became the richest man in Tianhai. But then, on your wedding day, the fiancé you raised yourself jumped out the window to run off with some pretty boy. When you found out, you actually felt relieved. Because this whole wedding was your plan all along. The Si family and Mu family arranged this marriage 20 years ago. You and Mu Yuye grew up together. You were childhood friends. Over the years, you pushed the Si family into Tianhai's top 5. And the Mu family made a fortune thanks to you. If things had gone normally, you'd marry Mu Yuye. The two families would team up and get even richer. But ever since 3 years ago, when this guy named Ji Yuning showed up, everything changed. Mu Yuye started drifting away from you. She spent all day traveling around with her bro, Ji Yuning, living it up. From then on, you gave up on Mu Yuye. And the Mu family, the only reason you stuck with it till today, and agreed to marry Mu Yuye, was to make it official, and take back everything you gave to the Mu family. But what you didn't know was, your silly adopted sister at home has been waiting for this moment. After you left the wedding venue, you got in the car, your assistant quickly handed you a tablet. Boss, this is Miss Mu's escape footage from the wedding. You nodded, and tapped open the video. Your assistant whispered the news is locked down. I've sent someone to track her too. Boss, should we bring Miss Mu back now? No, lift the lockdown right away. Buy top trending spots online. Spread the news that Mu Yuye ran away from the wedding. Then put out the word. End all deals with the Mu family. Cut all support for them. Your assistant froze, boss. Maybe think it over again? This might hurt your reputation. You waved it off. Reputation doesn't matter. Just don't mess with my money. Remember to get things ready. Tomorrow, all my assets I handed to Mu family. I want every last bit back. And Mu Yuye. All the houses and cars she bought with my card, take them back too. A phone ringtone cut you off. It was a call from Mu Yuye. You lazily tapped answer. Sorry, Asheng. You hear Mu Yuye apologizing on the line. I'm really sorry for today. It's just because of Ji Yuning. He really has it rough. His mom's still in surgery at the hospital. He has no one in Tianhai. I'm the only friend he's got. I came to keep him company. I promise you, once his mom pulls through, I'll come back and marry you. You chuckled and asked, Mu Yuye, I don't get it. What does Ji Yuning's mom in surgery have to do with you? Is she your long-lost mom or something? Pretty sure Chen Wanqing is your real mom. And she's at the wedding too. Mu Yuye paused. Sisheng, you're such a guy. Can't you talk normal for once? Ji Yuning's mom is also my godmother. She's having surgery. And I want to be there for her. Is that wrong? Of course not. I'm the one at fault. I knew this would happen. Still had to ask anyway. Guess I'm just pathetic. When your godmother's surgery is done, let me know, okay? I'll send over a big fruit basket to thank her. Mu Yuye frowned. What do you mean by that? Are you threatening me? I said I'll come back and marry you after the surgery. I mean it. Can't you stop acting up already? I hate people who are petty, and I don't want my future husband to be one. You felt lost for a moment. You had no idea how you were being unreasonable. Or petty. Honestly, you're grateful to Ji Yuning's mom. If not for her, Mu Yuye wouldn't have run away so smoothly. Otherwise, you'd have had to switch to plan B. And that would have meant losing billions. Maybe even more. You see another call coming in. Gotta take this one. We'll talk another time. You hang up on Mu Yuye. Chanyi, you need something? It's Mu Yuye's mom, Chen Wanqing. Your mom's best friend. Where'd you run off to? You grin. Where else would I go? Of course I went home. Chen Wanqing was caught off guard. You didn't go after Yuyi? You frowned. Why would I do that? Chen Wanqing blurted out. She's your bride. Aren't you going to find her? You're pretty much speechless. Chanyi, she ran away from our wedding. That makes her not my bride. Isn't that obvious? Chen Wanqing paused. She said, couples always fight a little. It's normal. Just go coax her a bit. Yuyi is easy to cheer up. Say a few nice words. Get her something small. She get over it. Hearing that, you're really speechless. Seriously don't get what goes on in these people's heads. Like, do they all think running from a wedding is no big deal? You shook your head and hung up. Tianhai City Private Hospital. Mu Yuye, still in her custom wedding dress, waited in front of the emergency room. Ji Yuning stood nearby, looking worried. Yuye, sneaking out like this. Isn't Bro Sheng gonna be mad? Mu Yuye smiled. He won't, I know him. All these years.
He's never even gotten mad at me.
And I've explained everything. Once my godmother is better, I'll go back and marry him. He's a bigger person than that. He won't blame me. Meanwhile, on your end, just got to your door. 2 rows of staff bowed to welcome you. Welcome home, young master. You smiled and waved. Come on, guys. No need to be so formal. We're all family here. Every time I get home, you all come out. It must be exhausting. Makes me feel embarrassed. The staff all shouted. We're fine. Young master's the one working so hard. You gave an awkward laugh. This OTT welcome. If I say it's their idea, no one would buy it. But that's the truth. I just pay them on time, give out good perks, and they show up to greet me every day.
Me?
Alright, you're dismissed. Everyone, go get your bonuses from the butler. The servants all bowed to the young master. Just as I returned to the living room, a young girl about 18 rushed at me. You instinctively held her head to stop her. Nianchi, I've told you many times. Don't headbutt me. It really hurts, you know? Nianchi rubbed her forehead. To show she wasn't in pain, your mouth twitched slightly, telling yourself not to mind a simpleton. Nianchi was adopted when you were 3, as an orphan by your parents, to be a companion for you. She still couldn't speak at age 3. At first, everyone thought she was just slow, but by the time she was 7, it was clear she wasn't just slow, but mentally disabled. Your parents wanted to return her then, but you insisted on keeping her. After 7 years together, even a dog would have feelings, let alone a girl who calls you brother every day. Be good, Nianchi. I have work to do. Nianchi blinked her innocent eyes, clinging to you and not letting go. Nanny Wang, come take her away. The butler entered after giving out the bonuses. Young master Nanny Wang. Her daughter-in-law just gave birth. She quit to go home and help with the baby. You sighed inwardly. Nanny Wang worked here for 10 years. She was the only one who could handle her. With her gone, what was I going to do? You could only shake your head helplessly. Butler Liu, go change the estate gate codes right now. And pack up Mu Yuye's belongings. Send them back to the Mu house immediately. The butler bowed. After 3 years, he could finally kick Mu Yuye out openly. Watching a woman use the title of fiancé while flirting with another man every day. To say it wasn't annoying would be a lie. But now everything was finally over. The money will be recovered soon too. Thinking of this, your eyelids grew heavy. You drifted off to sleep right there on the sofa. Behind you, a hint of cunning flashed in Nayansi's eyes. In this book for 17 years. You have no idea what I've been through. I'm the author, the creator god. The damned world rules restricted my freedom, forcing me to act like a fool. Luckily I have a system. Now the plot is back on track. Mu Yuye ran away from the wedding. Once my dense brother wakes up and realizes his mistake, then wins her back with sincerity, I can finish my first mission. I'll collect the luck, break free from the rules, and become a normal person again. Meanwhile, at the wedding, the guests were getting impatient. Is this wedding happening or not? Who knows? It's been delayed for so long. Isn't our time valuable too? If not for Mr. C's sake, I would have left already. Seeing the families whispering, Mu Tangxi started to panic. Wanqing, call him. What exactly did Si Shang say? Chan Wanqing smiled slightly. It's fine. I told Si Shang how to coax Yuye. Don't worry. They'll be back soon. Mu Tangxi was still uneasy. Maybe call again just to be sure. Chan Wanqing hesitated, then finally dialed your number. At the C Villa, Nianqi simply tapped the decline button. Chan Wanqing put down her phone. He hung up. Mu Tangxi tried calling from his phone, but it was hung up after just one ring. Do you think Si Shang is truly angry? Chan Wanqing shook her head. He might lack in other areas, but his temper is excellent. I watched him grow up. Nothing has ever made him lose it. Since birth, he's been as emotionally stable as an adult. Mu Tangxi nodded. However, Yuye went too far this time. You should call her instead. Tell her to stop being petty. Tell her to come back and marry him. Chan Wanqing agreed. She then called Mu Yuye. What is it? Mom, hearing her daughter's voice, Chan Wanqing sighed in relief. Si Shang went to get you. Today is your big day. Stop being difficult. Just come back with him. Do you hear me? Mu Yuye frowned. Has he learned to snitch now? I made it very clear to him. Stop interfering in our business. Okay, and also, tell Si Shang. I'm truly angry this time. Mu Yuye finished and hung up the phone. Jiu Ning asked cautiously, was that your mother? Mu Yuye nodded. She said Si Shang is coming for me. Jiu Ning looked pained. Then you should go back with him, sister. I can handle this on my own. Mu Yuye shook her head. I said I'd wait with you for godmother. She's like a mother to me too. If I left now, how could I face anyone in this city? Don't worry. When Si Shang arrives, I'll make him wait with us. Jiu Ning was surprised. Really? Brother Shang will wait with us? Then Jiu Ning looked down again. He's like a brilliant star. A dazzling figure. Why would he care about me or my mom? Mu Yuye quickly comforted him. Don't worry, he's not like that. He never looks down on anyone. Even with a beggar on the street, he can be like brothers. Besides, my godmother is his too. Staying to wait with us is only right. Trust me. I'll handle everything. Let me tell you a secret. Si Shang actually owns this hospital. 3 years ago, knowing godmother's condition, he gave me a VIP room here. He's always been so kind and generous. Once she recovers, I'll have him take us all on a honeymoon trip around the world. Jiu Ning feigned surprise. Can my mom and I go too? Mu Yuye nodded. Of course, you've never traveled. This is the perfect chance. We're family. Family should be together, right? Mu Yuye's expression softened. Shang lost his parents young. He's had a hard life, caring for his disabled sister. When I marry into his family, I'll bring you and godmother along. That way, he'll have a brother and a mother's love. Back at the sea villa, you had a very strange dream. It felt like being in warm water, drifting endlessly. And by your side, there seemed to be someone else. You couldn't see who it was, nor could you see their face, just drifting in a haze. Suddenly a buzz pulled you back. You woke up feeling completely refreshed. Looking down, Nianqi was fast asleep on your chest. Her drool had soaked your shirt. You smiled helplessly and picked up the phone. Make it quick. I need to take Nianqi to bed. The line was silent for 3 seconds. Sir, everything is done as you ordered. Tomorrow, it will rock the whole city and the entire country. You nodded. Good job, I trust you. Your bonus is doubled this month. Go collect it from finance now. The assistant was stunned. But it's not payday yet. You laughed. Your wife is due any day now, right? I'll arrange my private hospital then and get you a premium private room. A gasp came through the phone. Thank you, CEO. My life is yours from now on. You hung up with a smile, then carried Nianqi back to the room. A night is enough for things to brew. Early next morning, you woke up in bed, startled as soon as you opened your eyes. Nianqi, what are you doing? Get down here now. On the ledge, Nianqi pulled her body back, turning around with wide, innocent eyes. Looking at her dazed expression, you breathed a sigh of relief. You silly girl. When will you ever learn? Do I really have to keep you home for the rest of your life? Nianqi jumped from the windowsill, straight toward the bed. You were forced to catch her. With a loud thud, she slammed right into your chest, making you grimace in pain. You felt truly helpless. After just one day, you already started missing Nanny Wang. After washing up, you quickly left home. C Group headquarters, CEO's office. You opened the trending news. The top search was Tianhai's richest man's wedding. The bride ran away. From the 1st to the 10th spot, it was all about him being ditched and cheated on. You could barely hide your smirk. Then your ex-father-in-law Mu Tangxi called. You exited the news and answered. Shen, what's with the trending news? Didn't you block the information? You smiled. Why would I block it? Mu Changxi was stunned. This is about the C family's reputation. It's not too late to take it down. Why should I take it down? Mu Changxi froze again. Don't you care about your family's name? You suddenly realized something. Oh, so you're worried about my family's name? Don't worry about that. Reputations come, and reputations go. I have never cared what others say. But your Mu family better think about how to give me a proper explanation. Mu Changxi asked in confusion. What explanation does my family owe you? You failed to bring Yu Ye back yourself. Are you really blaming us for that? You were shocked by his words. You really couldn't understand how the Mu family's brains worked. Why were they all so bizarre? Mu Changxi, do you even know what you're saying? It was your daughter Mu Yuye, who eloped with another man? How can you blame me for that? Mu Changxi immediately retorted. Yuye was betrothed to you since childhood. She's been a C since long ago, since the day she moved into your house. Her affairs were no longer our concern. You couldn't keep an eye on her. That's your problem. How can you blame the Mu family? You were instantly stunned. So that's how the must think. In that case, you had misunderstood them. They were actually quite clever. They decided she belonged to the cis long ago. They only cared about the benefits, not whether she lived or died. The abnormal one was actually you, treating this elite family like normal people. To them, Mu Yuye was just a commodity, sold to the C family before she was even born. Once you understood, you felt relieved. Fine, if you don't claim her as a Mu, even better. Make a list of everything I gave her. Over the years, I'll come to collect it myself later. Mu Changxi tried to say more, but the call was already disconnected. What's wrong with Xisheng? He seems like a different person. Chan Wanqing, nearby, looked worried. Rumors are everywhere now. I'm afraid he'll do something reckless. Should we call Yu Yi back? As Mu Changxi was about to speak, his phone vibrated. An anxious voice came from the other side. Mr. Mu, this is bad. The C Group withdrew their 10 billion investment from our new project this morning. Our stock has hit the limit down. Over $1 billion in value has evaporated. Mr. Mu, please do something. Mu Changxi's hand shook, and the phone dropped to the floor. Wanqing, call Yu Ye now. Tell her to get back here immediately. I'll prepare some lavish gifts, and apologize to Xisheng in person. Also, announce to the public that we're rescheduling the wedding, even if I have to use chains. They are getting married this time. Chan Wanqing also heard the bankruptcy news. Terrified, she dialed Mu Yuye's number at the private hospital. In a VIP ward, Mu Yuye answered the phone, sounding annoyed. Mom, why are you calling again? Did Xisheng go to see you?
Tell him.
I'll be back soon, Chan Wanqing shrieked. No matter where you are, get back home within 30 minutes. Or I'll disown you. Mu Yuye frowned. Is it Xisheng? Did he threaten you? Chan Wanqing hesitated. Yes. Xisheng withdrew the investment and stopped all cooperation with us. We're going bankrupt. Your dad said to come back. We'll hold the wedding for him. Only then can we survive. Mu Yuye was stunned. She didn't expect him to be so petty, to force her back to marry him. He used such despicable means. But then it's because he loves her too much. She turned around, glancing at the unconscious woman in bed. She sighed. Mom, don't worry. I'll call Xisheng and explain everything. He'll stop these childish pranks. At the corporate headquarters, as you just got into the car, your phone rang. Seeing it was Mu Yuye calling, you shook your head and laughed. She must be terrified by your moves, and is calling to apologize. But everything started 3 years ago, and it's already too late. If not for the plan to reclaim everything, you wouldn't have waited this long, even though you're very rich. It's still billions of dollars. Since you took over at age 10, every cent you made was through hard work. No one gets a free ride from you. You answered the call, and said, I assume you got the news? I'm heading to the Mu house now. Let's talk when we meet, to take back your things. It's best if the person involved is there. The accounts will be clear then, leaving no room for dispute. Mu Yuyi thought to herself, Mom really wants me back. And Xisheng is going there now. The timing is perfect. It's all part of his little plan. However, she promised Ju Ning to stay until her godmother woke up, knowing he's planning a wedding for her. She must be so happy. If I wait a bit longer, he won't blame me, right? Fine, you go ahead. I'll be back a bit later. Wait for me at the Mu house. This time, it's my fault. Don't be mad anymore. I'll make it up to you when I'm home. You were stunned hearing this. You're going there for a reckoning now.
If Mu Yuye doesn't show up.
Some things might be hard to get back, but it doesn't matter. Get the big chunk back today. Let legal handle the rest. They'll get every penny back. All right, you do your thing. We'll talk when there's a chance. With that, you hung up. Cheng, is everything ready? The assistant patted his briefcase. Don't worry, boss. I have all the files. You'll get your stuff back today. I've always trusted your work. I've cleared things at the hospital. Move your wife in now. They have the best nurses there. She'd be well cared for. Then you can focus on work. Chan Hui nodded, moved. Thank you, boss. I'll arrange it right away. 30 minutes later, the car stopped at the Mu estate. Stepping out with you was a row of tall, heavy-set bodyguards. Better safe than sorry. Bodyguards save a lot of trouble. The servants knew you. They opened the gate from afar. Go tell the master. The son-in-law is back. You entered the estate, heading straight to the living room. Mu Changxi, Chan Wanqing, and Mu Qian were already waiting. Sheng, I was just about to find you. I had your mom call Yu Ye home. She'd be here soon. You were shocked. My mom is here. Bring her out to see me. I want to ask her why she left 5 years ago. And that old man must be back too, right? Bring him out. I want a piece of him. Mu Changxi smiled awkwardly. You misunderstand. Not your mom but Wanqing. A mother-in-law is still a mom, right? You frowned. Since when is Chan Wanqing my mother-in-law? Don't lie to my face. I'm not your son-in-law. Chan Wanqing grabbed your hand. I know you're still mad about yesterday, but it's bound to happen eventually. Call me mom now. Or call me mom later. I'm fine with it. You shuddered, getting goosebumps. You pulled your hand back. We'll talk about that later. You should have heard about my withdrawal and the end of our partnership. Muqian jumped out then. Sis said to stop these pranks. Or she really ignore you. You looked at Chen Hui. He says it's a prank. Was it just a verbal threat? Chen Hui shook his head. I'm absolutely certain. The funds are back in our account. The notice is out. All cooperation with the mus has stopped. Check it yourself if you don't believe me. You checked your phone immediately. Then you sighed in relief. Kid, stay out of this. Grown-up talk only. By the way, your sis bought you a lot using my card. Go check your allowance. See if it's enough to pay me back. Don't cry when you're broke. Muqian glanced at you. How can you take back a gift? You patted Muqian's head. You gave me 2 candies before. I ate them. But didn't you ask for them back later? Why can't I take my stuff back too? Besides, your sister used my money. Without my permission. It's only right that I take it back. Right? Muqian froze. My stuff? No way you're taking it. He ran off. Mu Tangxi laughed. Sheng, stop teasing him. If he cries to Yu Ye, you'll have a lot of apologizing to do. Your lip twitched. Mr. Mu, do you think I'm joking? Mu Tangxi kept smiling. Kids say anything. We're not children here. No need to argue over a kid's words. It'll just make us look bad. You waved your hand helplessly. Chan Hui took a stack of files out. Mr. Mu, this is the list of Miss Mu's spending. Every cent is recorded. Please take a look. And please settle the bill. Mu Tangxi took the list. He flipped to the end. His hand shook, dropping the list. 300 million? How can it be so much? Uye only moved out. Less than 5 years ago. We give her 100K a month. She can't even spend all that. How could she spend 300 million? You laughed. She only spent my money. Of course yours went untouched. It wasn't much at first. The big spending came later. Mr. Mu, you might not know, your daughter took my card and traveled with her boy toy. She bought him luxury watches and cars. She spent 100 times more on him than on her real brother, Mu Qian. Stop staring.
Pay up now.
Unless you want to be sued. Mu Tangxi shook his head. Impossible. You let Yu Yi spend that money. You can't take it back now. You scratched your head. When did I say it was a gift? When I gave her the card. The contract clearly stated that all spending on this card was a temporary loan to her. If she married me, the debt would be cleared as marital debt. But she stood me up, so now it's still her personal debt. Mu Tangxi suddenly sighed in relief. Yu Ye spend this money. Why should the Mu family pay? At most, we'll only pay what was spent on us. You were stunned. You realized Mu Tangxi was truly a fool. No wonder with your help, the Mus were still barely surviving. Fine if you won't pay. Legal will sue Mu Yu Ye and freeze her assets. But since she's the Mu heir, selling Mu assets will cover it. Mu Tangxi grit his teeth. Selling assets was the worst option. I'll pay the 300 million. You took out a card. Transfer it all here. I'll clear the record once I get it. You have 30 minutes. Instead of money, I'd rather have your family business. Mu Tangxi took the card, trembling. He used his phone to transfer. A few minutes later, you got the notification. You smiled again. The Mus are truly wealthy. Now let's keep settling the score. Back when we got engaged, your Mu family took a $3 billion betrothal gift from me. Shouldn't you pay it back now? Chang Yi, I remember you took that money. Wasn't it you who got it? It's been 5 years. Did you spend it or not? Chan Wanqing's face changed. We agreed back then that this money wasn't to be returned. How can you ask for it now? Do you even have any shame? You signaled to Cheng Hui. Cheng Hui immediately pulled out a contract. Madam, please take a close look. It's clearly written in black and white on the agreement. These $3 billion were the betrothal gift our CEO gave to the bride. Mu Mrs. Mother was the custodian. This money only becomes Miss Mu's personal property after marriage. Because Miss Mu broke off the engagement unilaterally. So, this money still belongs to our CEO. We have the right to reclaim it. If you don't return it, the amount constitutes fraud. We can liquidate assets from the custodian. The Mu Group is shared property between Mu family heads. We can liquidate your shared assets. Chan Wanqing shivered in fear. But I don't have $3 billion now. I've already invested that money into Mu Group's business. You chuckled. Perfect. When we reclaim this money, we'll also take all the profits the money made over the years. Chan Yi, you're honestly such a good person. You've been making money for me for 5 years in advance. Once I get the money back, I'll definitely treat you to dinner. Chan Wanqing was stunned. Suddenly something occurred to her. If you marry Yu Ye, does that mean the money doesn't need to be returned? You nodded. That's right, theoretically. After marriage, the money becomes Mu Yu Ye's personal property. He can give it to whoever he wants. But unfortunately, he broke the deal himself. So I'm sorry. Chan Wanqing grabbed at that like a lifeline. Can't you two still get married? This time, let Mu family host your wedding with Yu Ye. We'll do it today, right now. You shook your head. I never said I wanted another wedding. Chan Wanqing paused. Yu Ye said it. He said he would redo the wedding when he got back. Don't you want to marry her? You calmly nodded. Honestly, 3 years ago, I already didn't want to marry her. If it weren't for the preset engagement, I wouldn't have waited this long. Weren't you childhood friends? Didn't you grow up together? 20 years of feelings. How can you just say you won't marry her? You smiled slightly. Why don't you ask your precious daughter? It's not that I won't marry her. It's that she won't marry me. Since 3 years ago, our relationship has been broken. She likes Jianing. We grew up together. I didn't give her a hard time. I chose to let her go. Honestly, I think I've been more than good to her. I just want my own money back now. So Chan Yi, pay up. I don't want things to get ugly. You're my mom's best friend, after all. Chan Wanqing was stunned, like struck by lightning. She fainted, unable to catch her breath. You frowned. Cheng Hui immediately called legal department. Start clearing up Chan Wanqing's assets. Remember to get all the investment profits back too. That's a few $100 million, at least. Enough for the whole company's year-end bonuses. Cheng Hui nodded. Legal has already prepared everything. Just waiting for your word. Mu Changxi soon got the notice. The Mu family is now entering bankruptcy countdown. You let out a long breath, waved at the bodyguards behind you. You all should have the item list. All the gifts I gave the Mu family over the years. Please help me retrieve everything one by one. If you can carry it, take it. If not, get more people. If that doesn't work, use a crane. Whatever it takes. I want all my stuff, the bodyguards shouted together. Rest assured, boss. We'll finish the job. Suddenly, a group of big guys stormed into the Mu estate, started moving things out. All kinds of expensive furniture, antiques, vases, paintings. Everything got loaded into Zhuang Yuanwai's truck. Everyone was working super hard. You watched in shock. You didn't expect. You actually gave the Mu family so much stuff. But before Yu Ye changed, back then, you really treated her like your future wife. Having lived 2 lives, you always believed feelings you raised yourself were deeper, more reliable. And Yu Ye was cute from the start. Grew up to be a real beauty. You did your best to spoil your little bride. Until 3 years ago, Yu Ye fell for Ji Yuning. That was when you realized things and bought shower gel openly. You saw your feelings more as a bond like with a brother or father. It turned into family love. You were hurt and upset. But after living 2 lives, you got over it quickly. The flower was picked, but the pot needs to be reclaimed. Along with the rich soil, all your stuff. Mu Tiangxi looked at the empty mansion, almost losing it. Sheng, our families are age-old friends. Why be so ruthless? You signaled to Cheng Hui. Cheng Hui got it, and immediately pulled out a land deed. Mu CEO, do you remember this deed? This was when our CEO and Miss Mu got engaged as babies. When the marriage was arranged, CEO's father gave Mu family this plot of land. Now that the engagement is off, we will take back the right to this land. In 3 days, the land will be auctioned. Mu CEO, please clear up your things soon. Move out of this estate within 3 days. Mu Changxi heard this. His legs went weak, and he collapsed on the ground. You're ruthless. Trying to wipe out my Mu family. You smiled. Mu family head, isn't that a bit much? I'm just taking back my own stuff. How is that wiping you out? Mu Changxi got emotional, rolled his eyes, and fainted. Cheng Hu went up to check. Boss, he just fainted from being upset. Breathing and pulse are fine. He'll wake up in a bit. You waved your hand. Ignore them. Keep moving. An hour later, you saw most of it packed up. Waved your hand. Everyone worked hard today. Go to accounting for triple pay. A group of bodyguards thanked you all at once.
Boss.
Then you left Mu estate with everyone. Just got in the car. Cheng Hui got a message on his phone. Boss, my wife is about to give birth. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go to the hospital. I'll drive you over, Cheng Hui said gratefully. Thank you, boss. Your help means a lot. I'm honestly scared I won't ever forget this. It's nothing for me. It's really no big deal. Don't worry about it. When the baby turns a month old, just treat me to a drink. The car was fast. They soon arrived at the private hospital owned by C's company. Cheng Hui rushed into the hospital as soon as he got out. You watched and shook your head. Eventually you got out too. You stopped at the supermarket by the entrance and bought some baby supplies. Then you went into the hospital as well. Even though you're only 20, you've always had to look after a silly kid since you were young. And take care of your wife. You're both dad and mom. So you've already mastered being a super nanny. At the delivery room entrance, Cheng Hui was sweating with anxiety. When he saw you carrying a pile of stuff, he couldn't control his emotions. They say men don't cry easily. But really, that's just because they haven't worked for the right boss. Ever since you hired him as your assistant, he hasn't suffered one bit. Having a boss like this is truly a blessing for any employee. Boss, why don't you be my kid's dad? You froze for a second, then snapped. Are you nuts? You want me to. So blatantly take responsibility for your kid. Why didn't I ever see through you before? Turns out this is who you are. Cheng Hui hurried to explain. I was just too anxious. Didn't say it right. I meant I want my kid to call you godfather. Hearing that, you breathed easy. Godfather works. Sure, I can be his godfather. Shen? Suddenly you heard a surprised voice from behind. You turned around and saw Mu Yuye, still wearing her wedding dress. Standing next to her was her younger brother Ji Yuning. Are you here to see me and your godmother? Mu Yuye said, walking over. You raised your hands, looked at the big bags of baby supplies, with a confused face. Where do you see me coming to see your godmother? I'm obviously here for my godchild. Or maybe it's a goddaughter. Stop trying to link me to you. Mu Yuye noticed the stuff in your hands. So Cheng Hui's wife is having her baby here. If I go buy a gift now, I should make it in time. Oh, no need to trouble yourself, Miss Mu. You should just go back and take care of your godmother. Mu Yuye chuckled too. It's fine. If your kid has Sheng as a godfather, then I'm godmother. Giving my godchild a gift is only right. Cheng Hui laughed. Miss Mu, haven't you seen the news? Your runaway wedding is all over the country. Only the boss's wife can be godmother, not you. Seeing Cheng Hui's teasing smile, Mu Yuye quickly opened her phone. She was instantly flooded by countless comments online. Because it was revealed, she often hung out with other guys at clubs, hotels and bars. Plus the wedding escape video. Everyone online was criticizing her. People were posting endless mocking and hateful short videos. Mu Yuye only looked for a bit, and her phone slipped out of her hands and hit the floor. Sheng isn't like that. I didn't cheat. I never betrayed you. You know that. I explained to you every single time. You nodded. Mu Yuye felt a spark of hope. She rushed forward and grabbed your hand. As long as you trust me, that's enough. Let's go back right now and finish the wedding. I'll clear everything up myself. I won't let anyone say you were cheated on. You shook off Mu Yu's hand and laughed. We don't actually have any relation. Who you hang out with is your freedom. That's not considered cheating anyway. As for some online comments, just treat them as a joke. They'll be forgotten in a few days. I've already cancelled our engagement. Let's not bring up the past. Go after love bravely. No need to thank me. I sincerely wish you both the best. Oh, by the way, forgot to remind you. You need to pay your godmother's hospital bill. Around 10 million in 3 years. Add a few surgeries. It won't go over 15 million at most. My hospital is honest. We never overcharge. Mu's eyes went wide. What did you say? You want to call off the engagement with me? You frowned. What do you mean I'm calling it off? You're the one running away? You broke the engagement by yourself. Don't put all the blame on me, alright? I think what you really need to do now is pay back your godmother's bill. If you can't pay by tomorrow at the latest, my legal team will have to sue Ji Yuning. Mu Yue was totally shocked. She still hadn't recovered. But Ji Yuning got anxious. Brother Sheng, why are you suing me? This VIP room. Wasn't it specially arranged for my mom by you? You nodded. Right, I did arrange it for your mom. But I never said it was free. Ji Yuning heard this and felt her world crash down. When she transferred here, Mu Yue only said he arranged it himself. Never mentioned any payment. Private hospital fees. She couldn't afford them. Yuji. You never told me. I'd have to pay. What do I do now? Mu Yue finally snapped out of it. It's only 10 million plus, right? Why are you freaking out? Sheng isn't that stingy. Mu Yue finished and took your hand again. Come on, stop making trouble. I promise you. I'll go back and marry you now. As for godmother's medical bill, just waive it for her. That money means nothing to you anyway. I'll just admit I broke my promise. And wasn't there when she woke up. As a sort of compensation for her getting through the dangerous time. When Yan's head was buzzing, she felt like her ears were broken. How else could she hear such nonsense? And such shameless words? First, our engagement is already off. No chance of getting married. Second, that's your godmother, not mine. I have no obligation to pay for your promises to others. With that, you shook off Muyu's hand yet again. Looking at this girl, you literally raised yourself, seeing how she's turned out. Your heart ached, not because she's gone, but because over 10 years of effort only resulted in this. After shaking off Mu again, his eyes turned red. I'm willing to go back with you. I've already lowered myself. What else do you want from me? Ji Yuning, watching both of them, couldn't take it, and jumped in between them. Brother Sheng, I know my sister left you to come see my mom in the hospital. You're upset. I can apologize to you. Just please don't hurt my sister like this anymore. You shrugged. I'm not angry. What I said wasn't out of anger. If you have time to chat with me here, you'd better be thinking about how to pay up. Mu Yue pulled Ji Yuning aside. For Saints Ji Yuning. He humbled himself so much. Begged you, and you're still not satisfied? Now I'm really mad. I won't talk to you anymore. Ji Yuning cursed inside. Idiot, can't you see you should give in now? Where would you get that much money? Sis, don't be mad at Brother Sheng. He just loves you way too much. That's why things got so messy. Just apologize to Brother Sheng. He won't hold it against you. Mu Yue was already furious. He glared at you with anger, grabbed Ji Yuning and stormed off. You don't need to plead for me. It's just 10 million plus in medical bills. I'll pay for it for godmother. I won't let you or godmother get bullied by him. Watching them leave hand in hand. You shook your head. I raised 2 girls myself. One's crazy, one's dumb. Brother Chang, tell me, am I bad luck for kids? Maybe I should just stop. Don't want to mess up your kids too. Chan Hui laughed. You're really funny. Miss Nyan was abandoned because her brain wouldn't develop. That's why she was left behind. You kindly took her in. How could that mean you raised her into a fool?
And Miss Mu?
She isn't crazy at all. She just relies on your love, and is lying to herself. I'd love for my kid to call you godfather. Maybe some of your luck and wealth will rub off. Who knows, maybe my kid will become a star like you someday. You scratched your head, shook your head. Am I really that good? Chan Hui nodded. You're the most outstanding person I've ever met. Look across the country. At your age, there are only a handful who have achieved what you have. You waved your hand. Oh man, you flatter me. I just got lucky, that's all. And you're not bragging. In your lost life, you were just a small boss. Even being reborn with your old memories, you couldn't really become a genius. It's just easier to make money in this world. If those real geniuses I knew before ever came here, they'd be the richest in China by now. Maybe even the richest in the world. This world has a perfect system, but most people just don't know how to use it. Honestly, people here aren't all that smart. Family of the pregnant woman, where are you? Girl born naturally, 6 pounds 2 ounces. Mother and daughter are both safe. Chan Hui rushed over excited. He saw the wrinkly baby. His limbs went a little weak. You walked over and took the baby. What are you standing there for? Push your wife back to her room, Chan Hui realized, and immediately dashed into the delivery room. Good news brings joy to everyone. You're happy to have another daughter too. You directly got the highest level VIP room. When passing by one of the VIP rooms, some shower gel suddenly spilled out from inside. You instinctively protected the baby in your arms. You turned and flicked the shower gel aside. Mu Yuye. Are you insane? Can't you see I'm holding a baby? If you scare my daughter, I won't let him off. You said that and quickly walked into the next room, holding your baby. Mu sat on the floor, her eyes full of disbelief.
He actually hit me.
Why did it turn out like this? Ji Yuning quickly came out from the room, helped Mu up. Brother Shan probably didn't mean it. Don't blame him. Mu shook her head. For 3 years you've said too many nice things for him. I don't want to hear it anymore. Let's just go pay the bills first. We can't let them cut off godmother's medicine. Ji Yuning nodded. She and Mu went to pay. Soon after, the cashier took out a gold and black secondary card and handed it over. Miss, your card has already been closed. Mui's eyes widened. How is that possible? I've used this card for 5 years. Why would it get cancelled? It must be Si Shang's doing. I'm going to ask him what happened. Mu Yuye grabbed her wedding dress and ran back into the room you entered earlier. Before she even pushed the door open, you already came out from inside. Why are you standing by the door? There are women who just gave birth inside, and babies too. If you want to cause trouble, please find another place. Mu bit her lip and pulled you into the next room. Seeing the woman on the bed, you laughed and said, this must be Ji Yuning's mom, right? So that's your godmother. Wait, she's your mother-in-law soon too. Godmother and mother-in-law in one. Double the family ties. You'll definitely be happy. Mu glared and said, she's just my godmother. She will never be my mother-in-law. The only one I want to marry is you. You're a bit confused by Mu Yi's logic. What do you mean by that? Suddenly it hit you. I get it now. Is it that Ji Yuning's wife doesn't want to get divorced? Don't worry about that. I had people look into it. They're not even old enough by law. Their wedding was just a formality back home. Just wait 2 more years. Once he's of age, you can go register your marriage with him. Then you'll be a legal couple. Mu frowned deeply. You're saying Ji Yuning already has a wife back home? You're a little surprised? You've been together 3 years. He never told you, did he? It's easy to check. Just ask around at his hometown registry office. He got into Tianghai University, the only college student in his entire village. Lots of matchmakers from his village came after him for his tuition money. They used the cash gifts from his wedding banquet. Mu froze for a second, then shook her head. Forget that for now. Right now I just want to know, why did you cut off my card? You promised I could use it however I wanted. What are you trying to do now? Are you forcing me to give in with this? Well, let me tell you. You win, I give in. I'm begging you, please stop making trouble. After restoring my card and paying godmother's bill, we'll go straight home and get married. Your trigeminal nerve twitched uncontrollably. Mu, what are you talking about? I did promise back then that you could use that family card as you liked. But do you even know what family means? You used to be my fiancé, so you could count as future family. But now you have nothing. What's wrong with me taking back the family card access? If you still want it, you can ask your dear bro Ji Yuning for one. His family card. He's your future husband. Spending his money is only natural. Got it? Mu Yuye's eyes widened, looking totally shocked. Shen, what are you even talking about? He's just like a little brother to me. How could he possibly be my future husband? I've explained to you so many times. I only love you. And I'll only marry you. Why can't you ever trust me? You helplessly rub your forehead. So you're saying, you and Ji Yuning are just fooling around. And only I'm your true love? Mu Yuye nodded, then shook her head. You're my true love. You never played with Ji Yuning. You smiled. Then let's do the math. Over these 3 years, you and Ji Yuning visited over 70 tourist spots nationwide. Checked into more than 340 hotels. Ate over 800 meals together. You bought him houses, cars, and luxury watches. All kinds of fancy clothes too. You two are practically inseparable now. And you tell me nothing ever happened. Or is it that he's not up for it? Mu Yuye shook her head, terrified. It's not what you think. I can explain. Can you please let me explain? You nodded, pulled up the side chair and sat down. Alright, go ahead and perform. Now I'm curious. How are you gonna explain this? Mu Yuye took a deep breath. The reason for all those trips with him was actually for you. Ji Yuning said those places had spiritual energy. Everywhere I went, I was praying for you. Your eyes got huge, almost popped out of your head. So those hundreds of hotel stays. Were you trying to pray for a baby for me too? Wow, I'm really lucky, huh? Mu Yuye denied it right away. It's not what you think. We always booked double rooms. Nothing ever happened between us. You suddenly sat up straight. So what, Ji Yuning can't perform? Mu Yuye shouted angrily. Stop twisting things between us, okay? We're just pure siblings, that's it. You laughed casually, yeah, sure. I believe you guys are innocent. Go on, keep going. Mu Yuye's eyes got a little red. You still don't believe me. What do I have to do to make you trust me? Does it even matter if I believe you? Just tell your story. If it's exciting, I'll clap for you. Fine, I'll keep going. Ji Yuning and I were classmates. We are like siblings. Ji Yuning's family is poor. He still needs money for his mom's medical bills. I just felt bad and bought him meals every day. Is there something wrong with that? You nodded. You're very caring. Of course, that's fine. So why didn't you use your own money for his meals? You kept swiping my card every day, spending my money to show how caring you are, using my money to buy him mansions and cars, making sure he enjoys life every day. Did my money just fall from the sky? I earned that money by working late into the night, drinking till I puked blood, 1 penny at a time. You pity him because he's poor. So why not pity me too? After all, we grew up together, but I never got a car or a watch from you. Hell, even a toy would be fine. It's not like you couldn't afford it. Mu Yuye shook her head. That's not it. You got it wrong. I didn't really give it to him. He borrowed it from me. He said he'd pay it back. And I thought you had so much money, so I just lent it to him first. He promised to pay interest. You narrowed your eyes. You lent it to him? Where's the IOU? Show it to me. Mu Yuye looked a little flustered. We're all family. Why do we need an IOU? He'll pay for sure. You knocked on the table. With what money is he paying you back? Over 200 million. What could he possibly do to repay that? Mu Yuye thought about it, then said, you can lend him a bit more. Let him start a business. And he'll make it back soon. You suddenly laughed. Mu Yuye? Oh, Mu Yuye, you really blow my mind. But I have work to do at my company. So I'll leave you here for now. Mu Yuye grabbed your arm. You can leave. You still need to marry me and go home. When you heard that, your eye twitched. You really can't figure out how Mu Yuye's mind works. Is it because all these years, I've spoiled you into an airhead? Mu Yuye, get this straight. Our wedding ended a long time ago. Our engagement is over too. Do you get that? Mu Yuye pouted, almost crying. Fine, I was wrong, okay? I'm sorry, I apologize. Sorry, I was too stubborn. Please forgive me this once, alright? Let's go home. Let's get married right now. This time I promise I won't run away. You shook off Mu Yuye's hand again. I've already told you before. Our engagement is over. The moment you ran away, it was done. Mu Yuye shook her head and said even without an engagement, we can still get married. Just pick a new date, that's all. Why are you hung up on the engagement? You scratched your head, thinking Mu Yuye actually made some sense. Normal people really wouldn't overthink it. When she saw you pause, Mu Yuye was thrilled inside and decided to take it further. Worst case scenario. Even if the engagement's off, we're still childhood betrothed. Our marriage was promised by your mom herself 20 years ago. Your family already gave the betrothal gifts. That's not changing. You suddenly smiled. I already went to your house and took all the gifts back. So this childhood betrothal stuff is history. Mu Yuye was shocked. What did you just say? Did you take Mu family villages land back too? You reclaimed the land? What about my parents and my brother? Where are they supposed to live? You shrugged. What's that got to do with me? There are houses and rentals all over Tianhai. Finding a place is no big deal. Mu Yuye looked pitifully at you. You'd really go that far? Aren't you afraid I'll actually leave you? You shook your head calmly. I'm not the one to be scared. It's you and Mu Jiang who should worry. Your godmother is awake. You should go take care of her. After saying that, you turned and opened the door. Ji Yuning was still standing there, smiling. He's yours from now on. Hope you can treat him like watering a flower. But more importantly,
pay up now.
I sincerely wish Auntie a speedy recovery. After saying that, you left. Today it's like you struck gold twice. You not only got your money back, but also gained a daughter. Maybe I should find a fortune teller and pick a name for my daughter that won't clash with mine. But I can't spoil this little girl anymore. If she turns out as clueless as Bath Gel, that'd be a disaster. In the hospital room, Bath Gel walked up to the bed. She bowed. Godmother. Sorry, I promised, Sheng, that once you woke up, I'd go back and marry him. I'm heading out now. I'll come visit you later when I have time. Ji Yuning walked in, looking bitter. Thank you. If you leave, what about my mom's medical bills? Mu Yuye smiled. Don't worry. My family is busy getting ready for Si Sheng's wedding. Once I get married, I'll get the money and send the medical payment to you right away. Ji Yuning suddenly looked hopeful. Thanks, sis. Consider the money as a loan from you. I'll pay it back for sure. Mu Yuye patted Ji Yuning's shoulder. I believe in you. Go for it. After saying that, she picked up her wedding dress and ran toward the hospital entrance. But when she got to the door, she realized you were already gone. The Mu family has started planning the makeup wedding. She figured you must have already gone to Mu's house. At the gate of the Mu estate, Mu Yuye got out of a cab. The usually lively estate was super quiet today. Usually when she gets to the door, the servants come out and welcome her. But today, nobody was there. Could it be they're all busy preparing the wedding for her and Si Sheng? Definitely. A light flashed across Bath Gel's gloomy face. She picked up her wedding dress and ran inside the estate. But when she got to the villa entrance, she was totally stunned. No servants. No wedding. Nothing. Dad, Mom, little brother. Where did you guys go? Bath Gel rushed into the villa and saw the empty house. A wave of sadness washed over her. Where's my big fish tank? Where are the 2 koi I raised with Sheng? And the camellias we planted? Why is everything gone? Who took all my stuff? Mu Yuye hurried into the living room and saw the whole family sitting there. Everyone looked furious. Mu Changxi said coldly. You finally bothered to come back. Mu Yuye frowned. What happened? Why is our house so empty? Why are all Sheng's and my things gone? Shut up. Mu Changxi yelled angrily. How dare you even bring it up? How could you run off on Si Sheng's wedding day? Where did you get the guts? Don't you know who he is? You've been with him for 20 years. Don't you know how ruthless he can be? Mu Yuye stepped back twice, her face full of fear. So you're saying Sheng did all this? I don't believe it. You must be lying to me. We've been together for 20 years. I know him better than anyone. He's not the petty type. Even if I made a huge mistake, he never blamed me.
He'd never take revenge either.
Chan Wanqing held her forehead. It doesn't matter if you don't believe me. That's just the truth. He not only took back the equipment he once gave, but also reclaimed everything you bought with his money, even your dowry. And the land his dad gave years ago, it's all taken back. Our Mu family is bankrupt now. We lost everything. As she spoke, Chan Wanqing started feeling dizzy again. In the end, she leaned back in her chair, struggling to breathe. Mu Yue looked totally shocked. No way, you must have it wrong. He would never treat me like that, no matter what I did before. He never got mad at me. I'll go ask him right now. What's really going on? She turned and ran out of the estate. An hour later, in front of the private estate gates. Wrong password. Please scan your fingerprint again. Unlock failed. Face scan failed. Alarm. Intrusion alert. Mu Yue tried everything she could, but couldn't get the gate open. Your C Group is the leader in smart tech in the country right now. Just this smart lock alone is way ahead of the rest here. Once the alarm went off, Mu Yue quickly took a few steps back. She knew the system would shock you after the siren. Butler Liu, are you there? I'm your young mistress. Can you please open the door for me? But inside the estate, Butler Liu already knew. But the young master had ordered not to let Mu Yue in. He didn't dare disobey. Miss Mu, you should go. The young master made it clear. If he doesn't allow it, outsiders can't set foot in the estate. Mu Yue suddenly got an idea. Nancy, I'm Yu Ye, your sister-in-law. Can you come open the door for me? Si Nianqi, who was fishing by the pond, looked really surprised. Then I want my crazy brother to finally realize he's wrong. Change completely. And chase after her hard. Did I really remember it wrong? But I wrote this story myself. How could I get this plot wrong? Childhood friends for 20 years. They survived everything together. And finally ended up together. What a perfect ending. But this Muyu always targeted me growing up. I never realized. The main character I wrote was so annoying. My poor dumb brother really got wronged. Muyue yelled outside the estate for a long time, but no one came to open the gate. She thought you should be at the company now. Muyue grabbed her wedding dress, ran out to the street, and hailed a taxi, headed straight to C Group. The receptionist at C Group gasped. A few security guards rushed in right away. When they saw a woman in a wedding dress, they They all froze for a second. This is really tricky. If we're not careful, we could get in trouble. Muyue waved her hands and explained, I'm really the president's wife. I'm here today to marry him. Let me through. After I get married, I'll definitely thank you all. The security guards looked at each other, not sure what to do. While they hesitated, Muyue snatched the front desk access card and took off running. After swiping the card to open the door, she didn't dare wait for the elevator. She ran straight up the stairs. The CEO's office is on the 28th floor waiting for her. By the time she finally got there were already 2 security guards at the door. Please, I'm begging you. Let me see him just once, okay? I really have something super urgent to tell him. Muyue actually started crying. She never thought it'd be so hard to see Xisheng one day. She used to just call him or send a text, and Xisheng would show up right away. But now the calls go through. But he says he's busy. He doesn't even look at my texts. Yesterday everything was just fine. But today everything changed. The 2 guards looked at each other and finally stepped aside. She actually climbed up 28 floors. Her beautiful wedding dress is basically rags now. Her pretty makeup is totally ruined. C Group's motto is all about people first. Let her go. The CEO is so nice. He won't blame us. Muyue bowed to them and went barefoot to the CEO's office. Xisheng was reading files when suddenly a total mess burst through the door. He was shocked. Who the heck are you? Get out of here. Why are you here? Muyue grabbed her wedding dress and roughly wiped her face. Xisheng froze for a second. Muyue, what the heck are you doing? Why are you such a mess? Muyue looked at Xisheng, totally wronged. Tears streaming down. They wouldn't let me see you. So many bad guys. So many bad guys. None of them would let me see you. Xisheng frowned. They wouldn't let you up? You could have just waited downstairs. Am I dying soon? So every meeting counts? We're friends. Now you made me feel awkward. Seriously. Muyue shook her head, crying out loud. No, I don't want to just be your friend. I want to be your wife. Let's get married. No matter what happens this time. I'll never leave you again. Xisheng waved his hand. Let bygones be bygones. No need to dwell on it. Anyway, I've already taken everything back. No point bringing this up again. We've known each other for 20 years. You know what kind of person I am? Muyue was so worn out from those stairs. She couldn't move anymore. She collapsed right on the floor. I don't get why things turned out like this. Is it really just because I ran away from the wedding? I don't believe you dumped me over just that. Xisheng nodded. You're right. It's not just because you ran away. Muyue laughed bitterly. So what is the reason then? Is it because of Ji Yuning? But seriously, nothing ever happened between us. I'll take any test you want. Xisheng got up and helped Muyue onto the couch. He helped her sit. Honestly, I really do believe nothing happened between you two. If I really wanted Ji Yuning gone, it'd only take a second. He's only alive. Because I know as long as there's one Ji Yuning, there will be a second one. And a third one. Can you guarantee that the first time you meet one, you won't betray me? But what about the second time? The third one won't betray me either, right? Honestly, it's kind of strange. I've protected you too much since you were little. Your curiosity was repressed for too long. Once you grew strong wings, you just kept trying things out, testing my boundaries. Like the first time you brought Ji Yuning home, and the first time right in front of me, you tried to go against my instructions. I knew then I was wrong. I really messed up big time. After that, I stopped controlling you, and you never let me down. You got bolder and bolder in front of me. Up until yesterday, you even dared to run away from the wedding. You didn't do it because of your so-called godmother. You were just enjoying the thrill of going against me. After I finally gave up on you, without your enemy, you felt empty. And that made you desperate to come back to me. Made you lose your mind. Muyu's face totally changed. He shook his head like crazy. That's not it. I never saw you as my enemy. Since the year I started understanding things, I'd already chosen you. I even said it to you. When I grow up, I'm definitely going to marry you. I naively thought nothing could ever separate us. I overestimated your patience and underestimated your resolve. I know I was wrong. I'm terrified of losing you. Can you give me another chance? From now on, I'll listen to you. You'll be my whole world. You're the only one in my heart and eyes. Xisheng gave a little smile, picked up some tissues from the table, and handed them over. Have you thought about what kind of role you'll play in my life in the future? You don't seriously think you could still be my wife, do you? Muyue was stunned. Why not? Xisheng sighed. Forget it. You'll never understand. That feeling when the flower you raised with love gets stolen by someone else. It's never going back to how it was. You know, even the purest jade, under a cracked lens, still looks broken and ruined. Muyu looked at Xisheng with a confused gaze. I don't get what you mean, but I know. I really broke your heart. I'll make it up to you with my actions. Seeing you couldn't be talked around, Xisheng didn't bother anymore, and just walked out of the office. Muyue chased after him. Where are you going? Xisheng thought for a moment. Home, of course. The little fool is still waiting for me at home. No idea if he's catching fish at the pond, or rolling around the lawn, without Wang Ma around. How am I supposed to live? Muyu's eyes flickered. I can help take care of him. Nai and Si grew up with him. They know each other well. Xisheng rolled his eyes. Yeah, sure. You should really say both of you were raised by me. It's pretty clear he's a fool. And you're not much better? Hearing that, Mu Yuye suddenly smiled a bit. Turns out Xisheng was right all along. I've always been trying to push back against him. If this was before, hearing this news, I would have rushed to the hospital without a second thought. Because back then, I'd have thought it was a perfect excuse to escape. But now, I just don't want to go. Other people's lives or deaths have nothing to do with me. That place isn't a cage. It's home. Leaving that place never needed an excuse. But going back that did. Jiu Ning, you owe him. It's time you paid him back. Jiu Ning froze. Sis, what are you talking about? I don't get it. Muyue smiled and said, you borrowed billions from me. You said you pay it back. Did you forget? Jiu Ning looked a little uneasy, hesitated a moment, but didn't hang up. But I just got a text alert. All those assets under my name were taken back. I don't owe him anymore. Mu Yue remembered his arguments with Si Sheng in the hospital room, thinking about how hard he tried to debate, and suddenly felt like a joke. Him taking it back is his business. But the money you borrowed from me, you still have to pay me back directly. Ji Yuning bit his lip. Still wanted to resist a little more. You're right, sis. But I really don't have any money right now. Didn't you say? Shay would give me some money to start a business? As long as he invests. I'll pay you back in no time. Mu Yue shot back. You're a guy who just cries all day. Completely useless. What makes you think you can run a business? And you think you deserve to live in a mansion and drive nice cars? All those custom luxury clothes and watches. On you. Just make those brands look bad.
Pay up now.
With interest, that's 230 million. You have 1 hour. If you don't pay up, I'll chop you up and feed you to the dogs. Hearing this awful threat, Jiu Ning's hand shook, and he hung up immediately.
He looked back at the operating room with the lights still on.
Gritted his teeth, and ran off. There was a severely ill patient inside anyway. I just had him act along, and got him 3 extra years to live. Even if he dies now, it's worth it. Main thing is, I can't die. Muyu's not someone to mess with. I know that perfectly well. He's a real psycho. Every time I go pray, he makes me kneel outside holding a sign all day. If he's in a bad mood, maybe all night too. Whenever we rented a room, he'd tie me up in some over-the-top way, with a hood that has Si Sheng written on it, and whip me like crazy, all while cursing me. Why doesn't Si Sheng care about me anymore? Why isn't he worried about me? Yudi's a total maniac. He keeps coming up with ways to leave Si Sheng. But when Si Sheng really lets him go, he just loses it and beats himself up. Ever since 3 years ago, when I signed that dumb agreement to be his brother, my life became a nightmare. He even wanted my actress mom and me to go as his dowry, so we'd both marry into Si's family, so I could be Si Sheng's brother, and help create a perfect family for him. To stop this nightmare from happening, he had to act innocent, kept saying nice things to keep their relationship, while desperately blocking her from marrying into the Si family. Before, Mu Yuye probably worried about Si Sheng catching him, didn't dare to be so obvious. But now Si Sheng doesn't want him anymore, so he'll definitely put all his hatred onto me, so running is the smartest move. Jiu Ning hung up on him. Mu Yuye smirked coldly. All these years, he also learned a few tricks from Si Sheng. Out there, he built some hidden connections for himself. A number with no label dialed out, said a few words then hung up, right after Mu Yuye's face changed.
He ran barefoot to the elevator.
In front of the HQ, Mu Yuye jumped right into Si Sheng's car. I have no money. The Mu family is about to be flattened by you. Your family won't let me in, so I'll just live in your car now. 20 years of friendship. You wouldn't just watch me die, right? Right, Si Sheng grinned, thought a bit, then said, I can rent you a tiny place for $200. Mu Yuye shook his head. Not enough. How am I supposed to eat? All these years, I've gotten used to home-cooked meals. Si Sheng frowned, thinking, I can sponsor you 2 boxes of instant noodles. Seafood flavor, beef, pickle flavor, whatever you want. You're 20 now. You can go find a job and support yourself. Or you could go back to Mu family. Even though they're being cleaned out, once they sell everything, should still have a bit left. But you better be ready to get beaten up if you go back. Mu Yuye still shook his head. I want to work at your company. Your salary's higher than other bosses. Si Sheng twitched his mouth. I'm kind, sure, but don't push your luck, or you won't even have a friend. Mu Yuye nodded. You know, I've always done well in school. I want to interview at your company. You don't have to give me any shortcuts. If I don't pass, I'll be a cleaner. If I do, you can't set me up. Si Sheng touched his nose. A half-formed plan popped up in his mind. If you really have talent, and can help me make money, of course I welcome you. Just as the Mu family gets cleaned out, I'll be taking over a big chunk. Those businesses need someone to manage them. Hearing that, Mu Yuye looked down. Are you insulting me? Si Sheng laughed. Nah, I'm not that patty. It's just that your Mu family heiress status can still bluff some people. If you don't want to come, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you. Mu Yuye looked up into Si Sheng's eyes. Do you really mean that? Si Sheng nodded, looked away. At the end of the day, he went soft.
He raised this person himself.
Can't really let her starve outside. Consider the Mu family business as a farewell gift. Afterwards, Qiao Lu and Li Gui by Yuan took Mu Yuye home. Back at the apartment, Si Sheng dropped some money, turned and left. Even if he said he was harsh about it, he didn't really just rent her a $200 room. He only paid for 3 months, not planning to support her forever. At the 3rd traffic light, all of a sudden, a loud click. Door opened. A woman in red climbed in. Si Sheng was stunned. First it was Mu Yuye. Now there's this one. No idea where these people come from. Is his car really that easy to get in? Who the hell are you? I stopped at the red light and you just got in? He actually wanted to say something else. He hated runaway brides like this. If you don't love, just say no. Why wait till the wedding to bolt? Totally irresponsible. Totally disrespectful. With such bad character. Even if she's pretty, Si Sheng wouldn't give her a second look. Seeing no way out, the woman's face showed hurt. Please let me go. I really can't be dragged back again. Si Sheng suddenly got it. He suddenly moved, grabbed her left hand, pressed her head to the car door. So, you're a fugitive. You're totally screwed now. I was just worrying about my bad press. And here you are. The woman was terrified. I'm not a fugitive. I swear I'm not. Let me go. My hand hurts. Si Sheng pursed his lips. You're scared of the cops. Scared of getting caught again. You're not just a fugitive. You're a repeat offender. Young lady, you're so young but such a mess. You marry, take the dowry, then bolt. I've seen this too many times. You saw my fancy car, thought I was loaded. Think that if you act pitiful, I'll fall for it. And be your next target. This time you messed up. I'm an outstanding citizen. I love taking down criminals like you. The woman was in shock. She couldn't get it, just wanted to hide. What do you mean saw his car and made him a target? There's literally just one fancy car here. No, just one car. Anyway, she really didn't expect to run into such an upstanding guy. Why? Can a weirdo like him be called outstanding? That makes no sense. He must be making it up. Dude, I'm really a good person. I know I messed up. Please, just let me go. Xisheng stayed firm, still held her down. Save your talk for the law enforcement team. Old Wang, drive, straight to the law station. Driver Old Wang floored it, headed right to the station. 20 minutes later, at the law station, the woman stared at Xisheng, upset. I told you I'm a good person. Do you believe me now? Xisheng shrugged. Yeah, I believe you. I'm going home. Next time, don't pull crazy stunts like that. Bye. Suddenly, the woman grabbed his arm. You exposed my location. My family's about to drag me home. You can't leave. You need to take responsibility for me. Xisheng pulled away. You're right next to the station. If your family forces you, just report them. I'm an outstanding citizen. What should I be responsible for? The woman complained. The law guys can help once. But can they always help? They've already dragged me back 3 times. If they catch me again this time, there's no way I can escape. Xisheng asked. You have arms and legs. How did you get caught 3 times? Is something wrong with your head? The woman snapped. You're the one with a problem. Your whole family is messed up. Xisheng just smiled. Your family is on their way here right now. And you're not running, but wasting time arguing with me here. So every time you get caught, it's on purpose, isn't it? Is it because they didn't pay you enough? You're not happy with it? You want to use this runaway act to ask for more money? The woman's eyes got wide. She shot back. No, I didn't. I really want to get away. Dirty people see everything as dirty. Xisheng had a thought. He smiled a bit. Don't slander me. I've won so many Model Citizen and Outstanding Youth Awards. I've done all the good deeds. I have so many trophies. There's no space at home. I even use them as cups for water. My ribbons and awards fill all the walls. Layer after layer. Can't even count them all. And you call me dirty? My heart is as pure as the moon in the sky. Not a single stain. The woman lifted her chin. She sneered. You're all talk. Who do you think you are? With your underdeveloped brain. And not even a working cerebellum. You think you're hot shit just because you drive a fancy car. Guys like you only have pride. And nothing else. Xisheng glanced at his watch. He smirked. Like you're any better. Slanted eyes, crooked nose. You cuss nonstop. Voice like a busted gong. I don't get it. Someone like you. If someone marries you, you should consider yourself lucky. Yet, you have the nerve to run away from the wedding. And you've done it 3 times. I'm sure you took something and won't give it back. They're chasing you down to collect their debt, right? If I were you, I'd rather knock myself out with a block of tofu. She froze for a second, then rubbed her face with her sleeve. Open your damn eyes and take a good look. I'm just pretending to be ugly. My voice is hoarse from screaming for help. I didn't steal anything. My family took their money and won't pay them back. That's why they keep forcing me to marry that old man. Do you get it now? It's not my fault. It's theirs. Xisheng nodded.
He chuckled. Now I get it.
You really are nuts. As soon as he spoke, a group of people rushed up to her and surrounded her. She turned pale with fear. Second uncle. Third aunt. I'm begging you. I really don't want to marry that old man. Please don't force me anymore.
Tell my dad.
I'm his own daughter. He can't do this to me. Watching the group fighting and pulling at her, Xisheng just found it funny. She keeps saying she doesn't want this marriage, but she won't run, just waits to be caught, and still argues with me instead. What else can it be but crazy? Who knows which poor guy is gonna end up with a wife like that? She probably won't even run home when it rains. He'll be crying for sure later. Xisheng shook his head, turned around and got in the car. Bang! Suddenly, Xisheng felt someone bump into him, and she dove right into the car. He felt something heavy on his back. Weighed him down. Go! Drive! Hurry! The woman grabbed the car door tight, shouting in a panic, trying to get the driver to move. But old Wang didn't budge. He only listens to the boss. Xisheng took his chance, pushed the woman off, and got up. What the hell, are you nuts? What do you want now? The woman blurted out. Make the driver go. Please, I'm begging you. Please save me. Xisheng rolled his eyes. The law enforcement office is right over there. Why don't you ask them for help? Instead of me? You must really be out of your mind. Get out now. Or don't blame me if I get rough. A fierce look flashed in the woman's eyes, and she lunged at Xisheng, planting a kiss right on his lips. That was my first kiss. If you save me, I'll marry you. Xisheng was stunned. He'd never been in a situation like this. Not in this life, not the last. Driver old Wang kept watching in the mirror, saw what happened, and floored the gas. Soon he lost the girl's family. You're safe now. Can you let me go now? The girl blushed, climbed off of Xisheng. Thank you. I'll repay you for this. Xisheng just shook his head. At the next bus stop, I'll drop you off.
Take care of yourself.
If you want to run, just run. Don't just stand there like a fool and get caught again. She bit her red lips. I'm not leaving. I'm coming with you. I want to marry you. Xisheng froze, then frowned. Marriage isn't a joke. If you just want to use me to escape, fine. I won't make a big deal out of it. But if you try to push it, I'll show you I know how to handle you. The woman pouted. Tears welled up in her eyes. I'm being forced to marry anyway. Marrying that old man. I'd rather marry you. At least you're young. And handsome. They're driving me crazy. Please save me. Xisheng shook his head. There are many ways to get help. You don't need to gamble your life. If you can't stay in Tianhai, you can just leave. This country is huge. You can survive anywhere. Why not run far away? To somewhere they can't find you. The girl froze. She shook her head. I can't go far. My mom is bedridden. And she needs my care. Her care costs a fortune each month. I can't afford it. I had to beg my father. He's forcing me to marry a partner, just to pay her medical bills. That man is nearly 50. He's already married, but has no children. He wants me to have his baby. I've tried to run many times, but I can't leave my mom. Xisheng realized the truth, so that's why. No wonder she didn't run. Your dad is pretty ruthless. Ever thought about suing him? Supporting his family is his duty. This is basically human trafficking. The girl shook her head. She looked grim. It's no use. They've been divorced for 10 years. I'm an adult now. He has no legal obligation. He's not technically forcing me. He's just using the bills as leverage to make me obey. You have this luxury car, so you must be rich. If you pay my mom's bills, I will marry you. Hearing the whole story, Xisheng relaxed his brow. I do enjoy helping people, but I'm a businessman. Business is about profit. Tell me then, what value do you bring me? And that value must be something unique. Hope flickered in her eyes. Her mind raced. Marriage and having kids. Any woman can offer that. A rich guy like him won't care. He sees pretty girls every day. I'd just be tossed aside later. I'm a top student. Xisheng smiled slightly. That's not exactly rare, is it? The girl shook her head quickly. I was the top scorer in Tianhai, a freshman at a top university. One gets scholarships every year. I can make money. If you help me, I'll give you everything I earn. He pulled 2 wipes from the console and wiped the girl's face. Wow, you really were the top student. I tried to recruit you last year, but you turned me down flat. Look at you now. Shen Qinj was stunned. Recruit me last year? After the exam results, many companies contacted me. Which one was yours? Xisheng shrugged. The C group. The first one you rejected. Shen Qinj flinched, looking deeply embarrassed. If I said my mom was in surgery, and I was just emotional, would you believe me? Xisheng laughed and said, what's the point of that now? I believe in only one chance. You treated my company like trash. The top student made headlines, snubbing the C group's future. It cost me billions in stock value. The bus stop is right ahead. Let's not meet again. Shen Qinj looked down. She muttered, why do you care? Acting like it was your money. You corporate dog. Xisheng grabbed her chin. Look closely at who I am. She stared with wide eyes, gulping hard, but she couldn't place him. The driver, Oh Wang, watched them through the mirror. He chuckled. Miss Shen, you're the first to call him. A dog to his face. She pushed his hand away, looking terrified. You're the C Group CEO? The tyrant of Tianhai? Mr. C, I'm so sorry. I was so blind. My mistake. I was wrong. This is the cold-blooded tyrant C. The heartless, greedy capitalist. A shark in business since age 10. He shows no mercy. He's bankrupted every rival. Total annihilation. Last year, my words and actions cost him over $1 billion. I can never pay that back. If I fall into his hands, I'm as good as dead. She frantically grabbed the door. Xisheng saw right through her. He pulled her into his arms. The car is still moving. Wanna die? She curled into a ball. She dared not look at him. Xisheng was amused. Weren't you talkative before? Even argued with me. You kept saying you'd marry me. Why so quiet now? She whispered in a tiny voice. I didn't know. Don't kill me, he froze. I'm a model citizen. An outstanding individual. Would I kill you? She replied instantly. You're absolutely right. You're so generous. Please spare my life. Xisheng pried her hands away and lifted her face. Work for me free for 10 years. Or I'll take you home now. Choose, she hissed. You evil capitalist. I hope you burn in hell. Xisheng curled his lip. So basically, you've chosen option 2. Wang, take Miss Shen home. Bring a small wedding gift. I'm going to her wedding today. She bit Xisheng's hand hard. He squeezed her chin back. Let go. I'll fight you. Xisheng reached out and patted Shen Qing's head. I'm just kidding. Now listen to me. Work for me for free. I'll cover your mom's bills, plus room and board. Once you've earned me 2 billion, we'll be even. But if you're not good enough, I'll fire you on the spot. That's not fair. She yelled. I won't do it. Xisheng let her go. He smiled. Life isn't fair. I only give one chance. I can make an exception and give you a second chance. It's because I see your potential. If you really are talented, using the C company platform, you need to earn 2 billion. It's just a few orders. Maybe you can finish in a few months. If you don't want to agree, I won't force you. At the next intersection, you can leave. As soon as I said that, the car happened to stop at the intersection. Shen Qinj hesitated. After all, he was the top scorer on the college entrance exam. He's not dumb at all. He knows just how bad his situation is. This opportunity doesn't seem fair. But compared to being forced into marriage to become a baby machine, this unfair deal actually works out better for me. Can you let me finish college first? So I can gain more knowledge, and then make you more money. Xisheng nodded. Of course, I can reimburse all your school expenses. But that time doesn't count toward the 10 years. Shen Qinj frowned deeply, making a tough decision inside. Xisheng wasn't wrong. C Group is a billion-dollar company. That's a huge platform. And my mom really needs money right now. Xisheng is all about profit, but he's not cutting off my way out. Someone my age with that kind of success. There's no way I can imagine how big he thinks. Maybe I can achieve something working with him. I accept. I'll work for you for free 10 years after I graduate. But you can't control my freedom. Xisheng nodded. Tell me your home address. I'll help you take care of everything. And I'll transfer your mom to my private hospital. It's better to keep Shen Qing's weakness in my own hands. That way I can control him better. It's a small investment, but a huge gamble. At worst, I'll lose a couple million. But if I win this bet, the payoff is 1,000 times that. Shen Qinj finally realized something. So you actually have no idea where my home is. You said you'd take me home earlier. That was just to scare me. Xisheng smiled slightly. Is that a problem? Shen Qinj flared up, then quickly deflated. At Lishui Huayuan, when old Wang heard the address, he started the car and turned at the intersection. 20 minutes later, outside the Shen house, Xisheng got out of the car with Shen Qinj. This is my first time seeing a car actually get into a place like this. Shen Qinj sounded a little jealous. Xisheng shrugged. I'm the richest after all. That's how the richest live. As they chatted, they reached Shen's front door. After pressing the doorbell, a well-dressed woman in her 40s opened the door. Shen, Qinj, how dare you come back? Where did you get the guts to run away from the wedding? Whop! The woman rushed up and slapped Shen Qinj right across the face. Shen Qinj staggered from the slap. Blood coming from the corner of his mouth. It happened so fast. Xisheng didn't see it coming either. He stepped between the two. Excuse me, madam. It's fine to talk, but hitting people is too much. The woman raised her hand to slap Xisheng instead. Our family business is none of your business, you punk. Xisheng stepped forward, and with his shoulder knocked her 3 or 4 meters away. I don't care what family you are. Hitting someone is always wrong. Then, Xisheng dashed and stepped on her stomach, leaned down and gave 2 big slaps. Consider this a lesson in how to be a decent person. Remember this. Never mess with someone stronger than you. After that, Xisheng pulled back and returned to Shenkinj. The woman snapped back, rolling around on the floor. She howled, "Somebody help. Shenkinj is rebelling. He actually brought some guy home to beat us up. Everyone get over here." The woman screamed wildly. The Shen family all rushed over. "Shenkinj, what is wrong with you? Not only did you run away from marriage, you brought someone home to stir up trouble? Let me teach you a lesson today." This time, a man in his 40s spoke. He also raised his hand to slap Shenkinj. Xisheng couldn't believe it. What's wrong with this family? Why do they all love to slap people? A grown man hitting a young girl. Xisheng dashed forward, kicked the man in the stomach, and sent him flying 4 or 5 meters. He even rolled on the ground a few times. Shenkinj getting bold, huh? How dare you bring someone to hit your dad? Watch how I deal with you today. Then that woman came charging in again, still trying to slap Shenkinj. But this time, Xisheng was ready. He raised his hand and gave her a slap, spinning her around 2.5 times before she hit the floor. "Shenqing, you actually brought people to hit my mom. I'm gonna beat you to death today." At this moment, a teenage girl, probably 17 or 18, rushed over too. She still wanted to slap Shenqing's face. Xisheng's mind was racing. He didn't really get it, but he went ahead and slapped the girl to the ground. This time Shenqing didn't wait for the other side to speak. Xisheng already charged forward first. A slap smacked right across a boy's face, about 15 or 16. After hitting, Xisheng turned to look at Shenqing, looking totally puzzled. "Is your whole family crazy or something? Why do they always want to hit you? And always on your face? Yeah, I mean you too. Why do you look so numb?" Shenqing shook her head. "They're not sick. It's just how they hit. I'm used to it. Nothing a slap can't fix. If there is, just give 2. Xisheng asked, totally confused. "You seriously never thought of fighting back?" Shenqing gave a sad laugh. "What's the point of resisting? My mom and me both depend on their money." But suddenly Shenqing smiled so brightly. Her eyes sparkled as she looked at Xisheng. "It feels so good to have someone protect me." Xisheng reached in his pocket, pulled out the tissues he'd used for Shenqing earlier, and wiped her tears away. "Don't worry. Stick with me from now on. I don't hit people." Shenqing smiled and nodded. That family just got beaten up, and they finally behaved. Gathered together. "Shenqing, you just wait. Boss Wang is on his way. You're gonna marry him today, no matter what, and have kids for Boss Wang. Boss Wang's loaded. Even promised you 10 grand for every kid you have. Where else you gonna find a boss this good? You don't even thank us. Instead you let people hit us. You ungrateful brat. We were so good to you. What a waste. If you still want US to cover your disabled mom's medical bills, then right now, kneel down and apologize right away. Then go with Boss Wang and be obedient and have his kids." Suddenly Shenqing went up and kissed Xisheng on the cheek, then turned around with a smug look and said, "Sorry, you're out of luck. This guy's my boyfriend. He's my future husband. He'll pay for my mom's medical bills from now on. I'm only having kids for him. You guys want to use me to pave your road to the royal family? Dream on." Xisheng's mouth twitched, wanted to say something. Shenqing jumped up and hugged his neck, sealed his mouth with hers. A few seconds later, Shenqing blushed and whispered, "Help me. Teach them a lesson as my boyfriend. That way, it'll be easier to explain to the law enforcement team." Xisheng instantly got it. If he shows up as Shenqing's boyfriend, it makes sense for him to stand up for her, even if they get beaten up again. There's a legit reason at the law bureau. Turns the criminal case into a civil dispute. A little money and it's settled. College students really do have sharp minds. Even though with his current status he doesn't need to do that. But since the girl asked, he decided to play along. So Xisheng wrapped his arm around Shenqing's waist. "Help you? That'll cost 500 million extra." Shenqing's eyes went wide, totally shocked. Greedy capitalist. "Why don't you just rob instead?" Xisheng laughed. "I am literally robbing right now. Didn't you see?" Shenqing gritted her teeth. "Since I've already decided to hang on to C's group, owing 2 billion or owing 2.5 billion, same difference. We'll deal with the future later. Let's enjoy now first." "Fine, but you gotta really teach them a lesson. Best if you squash them for good. If I feel that satisfaction, I'll earn you another 5 million. As she spoke, Shenqing kissed Xisheng again. "Hubby, they all bully me, trying to hand me over to an old man as a baby factory. You gotta stand up for me. My life is so hard." Watching Shenqing's awful acting, Xisheng almost laughed. But for 5 million, he played along. "What did you say? They dare treat you like that? I'm gonna make them pay big time." Xisheng took out his phone and tapped a special alert. 2 teams of bodyguards dozens of meters away got the signal and rushed straight at the Shen family. He's a billionaire CEO, so his guards work in shifts, 24/7. They usually stay hidden, secretly tracking the Shen family. Before Boss Wang could show up, a bunch of men in shades arrived instead. The Shens instantly trembled in fear. Xisheng waved how to hit. "I don't need to teach you, right?" The bodyguards got the hint and swarmed forward, just started pounding on the Shen family. All 4 Shens were rolling on the ground, screaming in pain. Several joints popped out. These bodyguards are specially trained. They know how to hit. Hurts like hell, but not too serious. After the beating, they immediately popped the joints back in. Xisheng waved his hand. "Disperse right here." Hidden ones got the order, and all the bodyguards scattered instantly, turned right into passers-by. Some chatting, some sightseeing. "Is that enough for you?" Shenqing shook her head. "Just a beating is too cheap. Got anything harsher? Like totally ruin their family kind?" Xisheng paused for a second. "You're a little girl. How are you so ruthless?" Shenqing's eyes were full of intense hatred. "Compared to them, my ruthlessness means nothing. That scumbag man back then, to force my mom out, so his mistress could take over. He tortured me and my mom every single day.
Almost.
My mom died at his hands, just to survive. She had to divorce him and take me away. That was when it all started. Mom got left with some serious hidden injuries. The older she got, the more she suffered. Last year, old injuries flared up. She ended up with severe brain congestion. My mom became paralyzed. To keep her getting treatment, I swallowed my pride and worked as their servant. Basically their punching bag. You saw it yourself. Their moves on me are literally muscle memory now. That mistress and her kids, afraid I'd fight them for inheritance, kept scheming to destroy me. Forcing me to have kids for the old man was their idea. I even overheard they wanted to record those kinds of videos of me and sell them once I have a kid for the old man. And they were going to sell me off somewhere else, saying I was the top student on the college entrance exam, that my good genes could make money just by having kids for others. Shen Kinj got more and more worked up as he spoke. Tears kept streaming down his face. Shen patted him on the back and said, "It was my fault. I didn't go through what you did, yet I told you to be kind. I'll help you get justice. Hey kid, let go of my wife." Right at that moment, a group of people rushed up to the Shen family house. The oldest man in front pointed at Sheng and yelled, but Sheng didn't have time for their nonsense. He waved his hand, and in no time, dozens of bodyguards rushed out. They held those people down and gave them a good beating. When it was over, Sheng told the bodyguards to tie them all up and sent them straight to the Law Enforcement Bureau for charges like illegal detention, beating, and trafficking women, and forcing good women into prostitution, among others, with the legal team stepping in privately. These people may never get out of jail. For Shen Kinj, the Shen family and that boss Wang might have seemed impossible to overcome, but to Sheng, they were nothing, just easy to crush. As soon as they walked into the villa's main hall, someone suddenly rammed their head into Sheng. The worst part was, Sheng couldn't dodge. Otherwise, that silly girl would crash into nothing. Who knows what might happen next? Bang, just as expected. Xinyanqi's head hit Sheng's chest right on target. He actually got knocked back a few steps, even though he was a grown man. I may not be controlling you, but this time I'm totally on her side for hitting you. I fully support it. According to the story I wrote, at this point, the person you should meet is Shen Kinj, who ran away from her wedding to get more money and power. She'd do anything to land herself a rich man. She turned into the buffer between you and Mu Yuye, helping you two see each other's true hearts through all the misunderstandings. But the ending isn't really good. She ends up losing everything, money and love, and leaves for anywhere but here. But right now, shouldn't you be outside, renting a place for Shen Kinj, the so-called evil side character? But now you've already brought her home, so how is Mu Yuye going to forgive you later? If Mu Yuye doesn't forgive you, how am I supposed to finish my mission and lift all my restrictions? Sheng rubbed his chest in pain, looking miserable. Why is your head getting harder and harder? Xinyanqi just raised her hands innocently and made a hugging gesture. Serves you right. That's your punishment for messing up the story. You haven't missed a single one. Sheng helplessly picked Xinyanqi up. Shen Kinj stood to the side, surprised. So this is the silly little sister you mentioned? She's so pretty and delicate. I've never seen a girl this beautiful. Sheng sighed as he walked. Maybe the heavens were jealous of his perfection, so they took away his intelligence. Out of nowhere, Xinyanqi bumped her nose against Sheng's. She sniffed, then turned to look at Shen Kinj. Ding! Detected. The male lead's luck was sucked away by the side character Shen Kinj. Host, please retrieve and refill it right away. Keep the plot from collapsing. Mobility restriction lifted 50%. Lasts for 3 minutes. Shen Kinj kissed Sheng and took away his luck. 3 minutes, hurry, hurry. Suddenly, Xinyanqi grabbed Shen King's hand and bit her hard on the mouth. A few seconds later, she turned and bit Sheng as well. Xinyanqi's actions left Shen Kinj frozen. She just stared, her cheeks turning red. Sheng held Xinyanqi's head still. He explained, her sense of smell is super sharp. She must have smelled your lipstick on my lips. She thought it was something tasty, so she wanted a taste too. You don't mind, right? Shen Kinj blushed and shook her head. I get it. I was just in a rush. It was all acting for others to see. Don't get the wrong idea. Sheng smiled and said, you don't have to explain? I totally get mutual benefit. Xinyanqi. Dumb Sheng. Annoying Sheng. Let me go now. Just one kiss. That's all I need. I'll give you your luck back. Don't be so ungrateful. Looking at the furious Xinyanqi, Sheng sighed helplessly. No moving, and definitely no kissing. Do you hear me? Shen Kinj chuckled on the side, saying now he's imitating me kissing you. It's honestly so cute. Maybe you should just let him satisfy his curiosity. Sheng rolled his eyes at Shen Kinj. Do you even know what you're saying? Shen Kinj grinned and said, you're his big brother. What's wrong with letting your sister kiss you once? If I had such a cute, clingy sister, I'd let her kiss me every day, no problem. Sheng glared at Shen Kinj. Get lost. This is none of your business. Shen Kinj hunched her shoulders. She picked up her suitcase. Butler Liu, where did young Master C put me? Butler Liu gestured for her to follow. Miss Mu just moved out. The room is still cozy. It's not damp or musty. Just change the sheets, and Miss Shen can move right in. Shen Kinj froze for a second. Butler Liu turned to Sheng. Is that the Mu Yuye who ran from the wedding? I get running away. But why did he do it? Will I turn stupid if I stay in his room? Sheng replied nonchalantly. If she doesn't want to stay there, let her have another room. The other rooms have been empty too long. Have them all cleaned and disinfected tomorrow. Hearing that, Shen Kinj grabbed her suitcase. She dashed toward Mu Yuye's old room. This was the room of the former mistress. It must be super comfy. She wasn't stupid. Why turn down a perfectly good room? Just to stay in a moldy one? She's had it rough before, but now she's found a benefactor. Her hard times are finally over. Butler Liu smiled. Miss Shen is quite lively and cute, much more cheerful than Miss Mu was. Sheng nodded. Someone who's faced hardship is resilient enough and knows how to stay positive, to keep themselves happy. Pass the word. No special treatment for her. Butler Liu bowed, but he was thinking to himself. He says no special treatment, yet he gave her the best room. That's treatment for a mistress. If Miss Shen plays her cards right, she might just become the lady of the house. Hearing this, Nancy's mind was blown. What growing up in adversity? Knowing how to stay positive? I clearly made her vain and greedy, a gold digger after being poor, trying to marry into wealth. In the script, after he ran away, she's supposed to use my dumb brother to ruin his relationship with Mu Yuye. And my dumb brother is clueless. Once he sees her true colors, he'll be full of regret and kneel before Mu Yuye for days to be forgiven. Men are so one-track minded, they're all idiots. After the butler left, Xisheng sat down with Nianqi. Nianqi, I'm your brother. You can't kiss me, okay? Nianqi started struggling, running out of time. Darn you, Xisheng. Unlock my speech restriction. Stupid system. Xisheng felt helpless. He remembered she wasn't like this. The old Nianqi was just simple, totally out of it. But now she's a real handful. Maybe when she was little, I just saw her as a kid. It was fun to play with her and tease the little girl, but she's grown up now. She'd be an adult soon. Girls grow up so fast, even with her brother. Thinking that, Xisheng made a call. Nanny Wang, can you come back? I'll triple your salary. You have to watch your grandson? Bring your whole family here. We have plenty of room. Yeah, Nianqi is older now. I can't take care of her myself, and she won't have anyone else. What was that? Nianqi kicked you out? That's impossible. He looked at the hung-up phone. Xisheng was stunned. He looked at Nianqi strangely. Nianqi, don't you like Nanny Wang? Nianqi stopped struggling. Crap, time's up. I lost control of my body again. Did I kick Nanny Wang out? The system did it. That had nothing to do with me. Xisheng thought for a moment. Suddenly he realized, he had been so busy with work lately. He rarely spent time with Nianqi. Nanny Wang did everything. She probably thought if she left, I'd spend more time with her. So she pushed Nanny Wang away. Kids are so easy to read. But it's frustrating, since she won't have Nanny Wang. There's no point calling her back. You're starting to smell. How about I let Sister Zhaolan bathe you? Nianqi shook her head frantically. Damn system. You've suppressed me for 17 years. I can't even bathe myself. What about Sister Zhaomei? She's very gentle. Nianqi still shook her head. Xisheng said, how about the new girl? How about she bathes you? Nianqi hesitated for a second, then nodded. Stupid system, what are you doing? You're letting the villainess bathe me. What's your angle? Ding. Luck mission failed. Punishment. 10-second soul shock. System taking control of host's body, forcing the plot back on track. Soul shock starting. 17 years for this first mission? This intense? No newbie discount? Ah, curse you, Xisheng. I hate you. You made me fail my mission. Wait until I'm free. I'll get you back 10. No, 100 times over. Why are 10 seconds so long? Is the system messing with me? Xisheng breathed a sigh of relief. Finally handled that. Nianqi is extremely sensitive. She senses bad intentions easily. Maybe since she kissed Shen Qing's, she likes her first impression. Once he figured it out, he took Nianqi to Shen Qing's room. When he opened the door, he saw Shen Qing with small clothes. What are you doing here? Don't you know how to knock? Xisheng was startled. Next time I will. Could you help Nianqi with a bath? Since the nanny left, she hasn't bathed in days. Shen Qing smiled. She said, no problem. I've got this. Xisheng gave some instructions, set Nianqi down, and left the room. Shen Qing ran over immediately and pinched Nianqi's cheeks. So soft and cute. Nianqi slapped her hand away. No more kissing. Shen Qing was surprised. She looked curious. Are you warning me? Do you like your brother? Nianqi paused. She didn't answer. She turned and went to the bath. Shen Qing felt a spark of interest. She followed her in. Later the two of them came out. Shen Qing held her hand. She asked eagerly, tell me, do you really like your brother? You've been pretending to be clueless this whole time, right? You're afraid he won't like you if he finds out. Am I right? Nianqi turns to look into Shen Qing's eyes. There's a strange glint in her eyes. A few seconds later, Nianqi, what are you doing here? No, wait, why am I here? No, that's not right. Why are we both here? Shen Qing notices they're both just wrapped in towels. He's momentarily at a loss. He only remembers packing up his clothes, getting ready to shower. How did I finish showering in the blink of an eye? And with Nianqi too. Nianqi ignores this and just walks out of the room. She heads upstairs, turns the doorknob open. Dog system, what are you doing? Stop it right now. In the bathroom, Xisheng is whistling and singing. He's just put on his shampoo when a figure suddenly bursts in, flying free in your heart. Holy crap, Nianqi. What are you doing here? A sudden shout. Xisheng hugs Nianqi, who's just in a towel tight. Nianqi is flailing and pulling at him. Xisheng doesn't care at all. The towel comes off. If Xisheng wasn't holding her so tightly, they'd see it all. You idiot, let go of me. Tell the system to return that luck. Let your cute little sister have a better life, okay? You have no idea how much soul shocks hurt. Come on, let it go. You big idiot. Xisheng is frustrated. He just picks Nianqi up. Bathroom. Just about to open the drawer and grab clothes for Nianqi. But his hand stops. In the end, he opens the door and shouts downstairs, Shen Qing. Come up here. Shen Qing doesn't get what's happening. Instinctively takes a couple steps forward, but quickly stops. This is the C family house. Even though this is the inner hall. Except for the butler. Other staff can't come in here. But even so, he can't just walk around wearing only a towel. Shen Qing, why aren't you here yet? Hearing Xisheng shout again, Shen Qing can't think about anything else. He runs upstairs, opens the door, and sees Xisheng barely covered, tightly holding a wildly struggling Nianqi. His face goes red and his heart races. He'd never seen a man like that in his life. For some reason, he can't help but be curious. Stop staring and help me hold her. Shen Qing freezes for a second, then runs over and grabs Nianqi. Xisheng quickly gets free, throws on a coat, and grabs a dress from the closet. Remember, in this house, every main bedroom has a wardrobe, just for Nancy's clothes. Next time after washing her up, help her get dressed. If this happens again, you don't need to follow me anymore. Shen Qing looks around, sees Xisheng's hair still covered in bubbles, and finally gets it. Nianchi must have barged in while looking for her brother and scared Xisheng. Having a troublesome little sister like this can't be easy for this big CEO. You got it, young Master C. I'll be more careful next time. Xisheng doesn't reply, heads out and goes downstairs. Enters the main bedroom on the first floor. Shen Qingge puts Si Nianchi on the bed and helps her get dressed. Si Nianchi is laughing her head off inside. Hey, dog system, aren't you supposed to be awesome? You couldn't solve it in 10 minutes, but you gave me just 3, and you even zapped me when I failed. So shouldn't you shock yourself for a whole minute now? Ding, host found incompetent. Unable to complete the mission in the future. System unbinding in progress. Unbinding progress. 99%, 98%, 97%, 95%. Special notice. Once system unbinding is complete, the perfect body will shatter, and the host soul will dissipate. There's no chance for rebirth. See Nancy's laughter stops abruptly. Back in the college entrance exam days, he studied nonstop day and night, and worked part-time to pay for living expenses. In the end, he drowned in a sea of knowledge at a young age.
His soul
Was reborn into a novel he wrote himself. The extra soul messed up the world's rules. So he was trapped by a system, basically the world's rules. Until yesterday, the story arc about Mew the running away from marriage finally started. As long as all the key plot lines finish smoothly, this world will become a real parallel world. Rules will think he doesn't affect things anymore, and will gradually loosen the hold on him. As compensation for the creator, in this world, he'll get to be truly reborn. In this perfect body as Xinianchi. Don't abandon me. Don't let me die. That's not fair. You're the one who limited my freedom, which is why I couldn't finish the task. Why do I have to take all the punishment? Ding just wants fairness. Are you taking away the host's chance for a perfect rebirth? The ultimate fairness for humans is everyone only gets one life. I'm just kidding. I've always thought this world was fair. I just wanted to ask, is there any way to stop you from unbinding? Ding system's unbinding is irreversible. Special notice, when the unbinding progress drops to 0, the host will be completely wiped. Hearing the system's prompt, 9CI felt totally hopeless. To him as the author, finishing the main storyline is easy, but the problem is he's not really part of this world. Rules limit his freedom, so he has no way to take the initiative to finish the tasks. Is there really nothing else I can do? So, I'm doomed for sure. Ding. Theoretically, yeah. Here, after Shen Qingge finished changing 9CI's clothes, she hurried downstairs, went back to her room, and started changing clothes too. Click, a faint sound was heard. The bathroom door opened. She turned and saw Xisheng come out. Shen Qingge quickly jumped onto the bed and dove under the covers. Xisheng shook his head, walked to the bed and opened the closet, took out his own clothes, and began changing right in front of Qingge. See, could you change somewhere else? Shen Qing's face turned red, her heart racing wildly, covering her eyes tightly with her hands. Xisheng rolled his eyes. You can just close your eyes, or use the blanket to cover your head. By the way, your fingers are really thin, so the gaps are pretty wide. Hearing this, Qingge wished she could just disappear. Quickly covered her head with the blanket. Xisheng glanced at King's open suitcase. The clothes inside are clean, but they're all faded, and some even have patches. Your height and build are similar to 9CI's. He has new clothes in his wardrobe. You can try them on. They're all his favorites. If you wear them, he might get closer to you. If you help me take good care of 9CI, I'll wipe off all your debts to me. Shen Qingge peeked out. Really? Xisheng turned away. Of course I never break my word. Something suddenly appeared in King's sight. Ah, you pervert! Looking at Qingge, she screamed and quickly hid again. Xisheng looked confused. Tishi, nutjob. I'm not even naked.
He cursed.
Grabbed his shorts and left the room. Hearing the door close, Qingge immediately jumped out of bed. You're the crazy one. Your whole family is nuts. Then he realized he was still naked, and quickly dove back under the blanket. While searching for clothes, Qingge saw her open suitcase, and was stunned. He saw everything. Is he pitying me? He could have just given me new clothes, but had to find a reason. That shower gel is really crazy. Why reject someone so nice? Wait, why am I thinking about this stuff? She shook her head hard. Qingge took a brand new, white nightgown from her own cabinet. Simple style, soft and silky material, finely made. Qingge smiled to herself, and put on the nightgown. Since I chose to stick with him, might as well do it well. I'll pay him back double in the future. The next morning, Xisheng woke up, and didn't see 9CI. He felt a huge relief. Last night he and Qingge worked together, and finally got 9CI to agree to sleep with Qingge from now on. Now he's not here bothering me, so the plan worked. 9CI is gradually accepting Qingge. An easy life is just around the corner. Suddenly Xisheng felt so relaxed. After breakfast, Qingge followed Xisheng to the car. I want to check out your company first, then I'll make a study plan, so I can do a better job working for you later. Xisheng nodded approvingly. You're the best workhorse I've ever seen. By the way, Chun-Jae needs to take care of his wife after birth, so his assistant spot is open. You'll fill in and learn all the tasks. When he returns, your vacation ends, so you go back to classes. Qingge blushed upon hearing this. Isn't this a bit much? I'm a college girl, and now I'm your personal assistant. Xisheng rolled his eyes. Who the hell said you're my personal assistant? If your brain's messed up, get it checked. I'll pay for it. Qingge looked embarrassed and lowered her head. Driver Lo Wang is steady, and got them to C Group's HQ fast. Xisheng had Chun Hui post that Qingge is filling in as assistant. Qingge started her workhorse life early, without any pay. 2 hours in, Qingge was totally confused. She never guessed an assistant had to do so much work. How did Chun Hui survive? Of course she didn't know. Chun Hui can't handle it either. But Chun Hui knows to delegate, instead of taking everything on. Assistant Shen, there's a tough issue in HR. Can you take care of it? As soon as she sat down to sip some water, someone comes over again. Why can't you guys handle all this stuff? What's the boss paying you for? Qingge was exhausted, and started complaining. The HR staff hesitated. There's someone here for an interview today. She's the CEO's ex-fiancée. We don't know what to do. Poof! Shen spit out her water. Shower Gel is here for an interview at C Group. She's crazy. The HR staff sighed. Maybe she is crazy. If she wasn't, why would she bail on the wedding? The CEO is so young, handsome, and rich. Everyone's dream guy. Prince Charming. But she just said no. Hearing that shower gel came to interview, Kinj felt fired up. Her back didn't ache. Her legs weren't sore anymore. Show me now. I want to interview her myself. Interview hall. Kinj looked at the stunning girl across from her, totally confused. You're a shower gel? Shower gel nodded, glanced at King's badge, checked out King's clothes, her eyes acting weird. You're Ah Shang's new assistant? Kinj smiled. Temporary. What position do you want to interview for? Shower gel bit her lip. Why are you wearing the same clothes as Nyan Ci? Are you using this cheap trick to get close to Ah Shang? Kinj paused, then smiled and said, Miss Mu, you really notice things. But you got it wrong. This outfit was a gift from Shang. He told me to dress like this from now on. That way, Nyan Ci would want to hang out with me. Hearing that, Mu Yuye stared right at Shen Kinj. There was a flash of anger in her eyes. I'm telling you, stay away from him. He's not someone you should even think about. For some reason, Shen Kinj got fired up too. No need to worry about me, Miss Mu. By the way, the bed you used to sleep on is really soft. Mu Yuye suddenly stood up. She glared at Shen Kinj. What did you just say? You slept on my bed? Shen Kinj glared back. Didn't you get what I just said? I live in the room you used to live in now. He even showered in my bathroom last night and changed his clothes right in front of me. Mu Yuye's eyes turned red. Her teeth were grinding. I've been with him for 20 years. Never did anything together. Why do you get two? Shen Kinj, not knowing why, felt a rush seeing Mu Yuye so angry. It actually made her happy. Because I'm his new girlfriend. I gave him my first time. I'm going to marry him. And have his kids. Mu Yuye couldn't believe it. You gave him your first time? You two already? I've known him since we were little for 20 years. And he never even touched her. How could you dare? For Shen Kinj, her first kiss was recent too. So that counts as a first. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Seeing Mu Yuye like that just made her feel great. Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. Wait, have you seriously never done anything with him? Shen Kinj paused as she said this. Then it dawned on her. She looked totally disgusted. 20 years as childhood sweethearts. And you won't even let your fiancé touch you. Are you just worried your other man or the side chick will get mad? TSK, poor Sheng. I feel bad for him. I'll make sure to treat him even better from now on. Mu Yuye was so furious she exploded. She charged straight at Shen Kinj and grabbed her hair. No, I didn't cheat on her. I just wanted to save the best for our wedding. You bitch! How dare you take advantage like that? I'm going to kill you. Shen Kinj wouldn't back down either. She grabbed Mu Yuye's hair too. You ran away with some other guy on your wedding day. So you really wanted to save the best. For your lover and the other woman, right? That must get you pretty hyped, huh? If that's what turns you on, you're the real bitch. The two of them started full-on fighting. Everyone around was stunned. Quick, go tell the boss. The boss's ex-fiancé and his new girlfriend are fighting. Yeah, hurry up and tell the boss. His fiancé and girlfriend are fighting. What? The boss's fiancé and girlfriend got into a fight? Whoa, this is some wild gossip. The wife and the mistress are fighting. So which one's really the boss's wife? And who's the mistress? Wasn't Mu Yuye the one who just ditched the wedding? Why do you care so much? You're just watching the drama. Mind your own business, okay? Yeah, first time getting some real company gossip. Bring me a stool. Where's my phone? I gotta live stream this. Gonna share this wild story online. In the boss's office, a junior secretary rushed in. Boss, something bad happened. Your wives are fighting. Fef Shang spit his coffee all over the papers. What are you even talking about? My wives are fighting? The secretary nodded. Yep, your two wives are fighting. They're so fierce, none of us dared to stop them. You better check it out. Shang suddenly laughed. Did you guys plan some special event or something? How dare you mess with me like that? You all want to miss out on your bonuses this month. The secretary froze. No, that's not it. We didn't plan any special event. Your two wives are actually fighting. Shang's mind went blank. I haven't even gotten married yet. Where did these wives come from? And I have two apparently. If you're playing a prank, at least don't go overboard. Who would actually believe this? The secretary got anxious. Why won't you believe me? You can see for yourself in the company group chat. Everyone's talking about it. Shang opened the company group right away. All he saw were tons of messages and photos of two women fighting and pulling hair. Video, Shen Kinj and Mu Yuye. Why are they fighting? The secretary shrugged. They're jealous over you, boss, obviously. Shang's head was about to explode. You're not getting paid this month. Then he rushed straight to HR.
10 minutes later.
Two women with messy hair were brought back to the office by Shang. Can either of you give me a good explanation? Shang isn't even mad. He just doesn't get why those two are fighting. Do they have some beef from before? They're both students at Tianhai University now. Mu Yuye is a sophomore. Shen Kinj is a freshman. Maybe something happened between them at school? Shouldn't we deal with this? What if they fight again at school later? Getting punished would be a real problem. Mu Yuye lifts her head. She looks all wronged and says, why did you let him stay in my room? And let him wear Niance's clothes too? Shang paused. Get this straight. That's my house. My place. I decide who stays there. It's my call. Besides, those clothes are brand new. Niance didn't wear them. I'm frugal. But I wouldn't give out used clothes. Shen Kinj adds in. Yeah. Brother Shang just likes me. He lets me stay wherever I want. What does that have to do with you, psycho? Mu Yuye's eyes get teary. She's about to cry. You like him, and don't like me anymore. Right? I'm really trying to make it up to you. Why won't you give me a chance? Come on, can't you just wait for me? Is that too much? Shang's mind just goes blank. He doesn't get a word they're saying. I don't care what drama you two had before. From now on, no more fighting between you two. Can you handle that? For some reason, Shen Kinj suddenly loses it. She jumps into Shang's arms and surprises him with a kiss. Okay, hubby. I swear I won't fight with her anymore. Before Shang could react, Mu Yuye rushes over too. She crashes into them. Xisheng can't handle both their weight. He falls to the floor. He's my husband. You bitch. Let go of him. You ran from your wedding. He's my boyfriend now. Move! The two girls pile on Xisheng and start fighting again. Xisheng panics. He grabs one of them tightly and tries to speak calmly.
Ladies.
Can you both cool down? I'm not her husband, and I'm not your boyfriend. Please stop fighting. If you must fight, at least let me get up first. I'm the innocent one here. After 10 seconds or so, the two girls calm down. Xisheng seizes the chance and quickly gets up. He backs off a few meters. He's actually scared of these two. They really don't care if he gets hurt. He even got scratched a few times and took a few kicks. Those sharp nails left his arms and chest burning in pain. And those high heels really hurt too. Let's end this now. You two shake hands. Or better yet, just each back off a bit, okay? Saying that, Xisheng steps back again. Mu Yuye glares at Shen Qinj. I'm here for an interview today. He messed it up for me. He has to take responsibility. Shen Qinj snaps back. Our company doesn't hire bitches. You failed the interview. About to fight again. Xisheng quickly jumps in to make peace. You passed the interview. You can start working. Mu Yuye glares at Shen Qinj again. Just wait and see. I won't let you off. She storms out without another word. After she leaves, Xisheng asks in confusion. What's your deal? Why are you two enemies? Now that Mu Yuye is gone, Shen Qinj goes back to normal. I honestly don't know. Just seeing her pisses me off. I just want to get under her skin. But I've never even met her before. Must be something weird about your place. Everyone who lives there goes nuts. Xisheng pauses, almost believing it. Maybe you should switch rooms and see. Shen Qinj thinks and says, I'm scared. Can I move in and sleep with you? Xisheng slaps his forehead. Great. You're definitely crazy. Shen Qinj quickly explains, that's not what I meant. I'll sleep on the floor. Xisheng waves it off. Forget it. You take the second floor from now on. We'll just swap rooms. I want to see if I'll go crazy too. Shen Qinj nods. Then I'll go. Clean up the bathroom on 28th floor first. Shen Qinj bumps into Mu Yuye again. They stand in front of the mirror, fixing their hair and straightening their clothes. I'm really curious. Why did you run from the wedding? Is the other woman better than brother Sheng? Shen Qinj can't hold it anymore and finally asks. Mu Yuye smooths her hair and wipes the smudged lipstick from her fight. She cleans up her smudged lips. I've never wanted to leave him. I'd never betray him. I just didn't know better back then. So I lost him. We have 20 years together. That's something you can't beat. Leaving him now lets me keep a little dignity, so I won't regret it later. Shen Qinj rubs her forehead. He wants me to sleep in his room tonight. Do you even know how many abs he has? Or how soft his lips are? When Mu Yuye turns around, her eyes are full of rage. You lay a hand on him one more time, and I'll make you wish you were dead. Shen Qinj just smiles. He's my boyfriend. Why shouldn't I touch him? You're really weird. You mess around outside all the time. Won't let your own fiancé touch you. And still want to butt into others' business. Do you even hear yourself? Mu Yuye takes a deep breath, pushing down her anger. Listen to me. Sheng's not that shallow. You should just go. If he ever sees your nasty side, you'll have a rough time. Shen Qinj looks unimpressed. How am I mean? I'm just stating facts. You made him look bad. I'm helping him teach you a lesson. I'm younger, cleaner, and just as pretty as you. When he finds out, he'll definitely like me more. The one who should leave is you. Mu Yuye grits her teeth, puts away her makeup bag. We'll see. Shen Qinj just shrugs. Well, you'd better hurry up. We might have a baby in a few days. By then, you'll be too late no matter what you say. Talking big doesn't cost a thing. Running your mouth isn't a crime. Gotta fire back first. Feels good, that's enough. Mu Yuye gives Shen Qinj a long look, but doesn't say a word. She turns and leaves the bathroom. Shen Qinj smiles a little, wiped his hands, then followed them out. CEO's office. Seeing the two ladies together again, Xisheng was getting stressed. Are you too bored or something? Mu Yuye shook his head. I'm officially your personal assistant now. I'm waiting for your instructions. Shen Qinj chimed in. I'm your real personal assistant. I'm the one who should handle your tasks. Xisheng rubbed his forehead. My personal assistant is Cheng Hui. He's just on leave right now. Do you understand? Mu Yuye nodded. I know your daily habits. I'm also your life assistant. I'll handle your living needs from now on. Shen Qinj stepped forward. I'm your girlfriend. I can take care of you just fine. No need for a life assistant like him. Xisheng slapped the table. Enough, you two. I can manage myself. I don't need any life assistant. And I'm not your boyfriend. I don't need you to take care of me either. Both of you get out. The two women glanced at each other and snorted coldly, then left the office together. Xisheng suddenly realized. Wasn't he planning to let Mu Yuye take over the acquired Mu family's business? How did she end up as his assistant? Thinking, he quickly called HR. Soon after, he hung up with a strange look. Mu Yuye applied to be his assistant herself. She even drafted the contract herself. A lifetime contract. Always earning base salary only. What is Mu Yuye even doing? Why would she do something so outrageous? Maybe it's because of everything lately. It's hit her too hard. Maybe let things be for now. Wait until she calms down. Anyway, the contract's with him. He can cancel it any time. Assistant office. Mu Yuye and Shen Qinj locked eyes, stared each other down. I have a signed contract. This office should be mine. Mu Yuye held the contract and looked cold. Shen Qinj smiled and said, I was personally appointed by Sheng Jie, so this office should belong to me. Suddenly, click. An employee with a stack of files opened the door. I'm here to have the assistant process some files. Mu Yuye spoke up first. Give them to me. I'll handle it. Shen Qinj acted fast, ran to the door and grabbed that stack of files. I've got them. You can get back to work. Watching Shen Qinj hug all the files, Mu Yuye gave her a contemptuous look. It's your first day here. Do you even understand these files? Shen Qinj smiled. I'll learn if I don't. Did you understand them your first time? Mu Yuye rubbed his fingers, lifted his head a bit. I've been helping with simple files since 5 years ago, and fully moved into the private house 3 years ago. He taught me lots of ways to handle things. I've managed many key projects. I've got more experience than you. I think you should step aside, so nothing goes wrong. You can't handle the consequences. Shen Kinj rolled her eyes, put all the files onto the desk. Fine, if you love being an assistant, you can do all this work. From now on, I'll just make coffee for Shengjae. Give him massages when he's tired. She said, then actually left the office. Heading to the coffee area, Mu Yuye was stunned. He realized he really couldn't do much about Shen Kinj. What she said was true. She was way too advantaged. Just her reputation crushed his. Mu Yuye's online drama hasn't faded yet. A 19-year-old college girl with a clean record seems way better than an ex-fiancé who ran out on the engagement. Her advantages are just too obvious. He just made a tiny rebellious move. How did everything go so wrong? Why is he losing so badly now? If Xisheng had made it clear early on that he didn't like Ji Yuning, he probably wouldn't have acted up like this. But he doesn't get it. Xisheng is clearly unhappy. Doesn't like him acting out. But why didn't he ever say it? He didn't even get mad. From start to finish, always just calm. He always smiled at me. So I kept thinking Xisheng was tolerating me and kept pushing the limits until Xisheng finally confronted him. Turns out the more forgiving he was, the tougher he was when he cut things off. In less than 12 hours, he took back everything he'd given me, cut off all ties between us. Yesterday, I asked how I could stay by his side. Now it seems I've got my answer. All along, it's not him who trapped me, but me who trapped him. When I lost those titles and status, competitors showed up right away. How can I get back everything that's supposed to be mine? Ring ring, the phone is ringing. Mu Yuye pressed the answer button. Yuye, how did your talk with Ashen go? Did he agree to let my Mu family go? At least did he say he won't take back Mu family's land? That shouldn't be a problem, right? Mu Yuye let out a soft sigh. Honestly, you guys never really cared about me, right? You only ever cared about how much you could get from me. I don't get it. If you know you have to rely on me to get something from Sigia, then why did you just stand by and watch me end up like this? Mu Tangxi froze for a second. Then he sounded a little angry. I lost count of how many times I told you. When did you ever listen to me? Every time you were so sure. Xisheng wouldn't get mad, right? You kept saying you could make things up to him. Did you ever really try? Every time we tried to talk to you, you'd tell us to stay out of it. Now look, screwed things up. And now you blame us for not helping. Was I the one who made you take that sworn brother?
Damn.
Did I make you go against Xisheng all the time? Mu Yuye gave a bitter smile. Yeah, it's all my fault. Now he's really done with me. Forget about those things you all wanted. The Mu family estate is being liquidated. There'll still be something left over. Enough for the three of you to live well for the rest of your lives. Don't ever contact me again. The only family I've ever had is him. Let me find my way home. Don't bother me. Mu Yuye hung up firmly. Since he was little,
He's always lived at Sijia.
he'd only go back to the Mu family a few days each month just for show. After getting engaged at 15, he'd only visit for holidays. Even though both families were in Tianhai, Sijia always felt more like home. Now he has nothing left. Just these memories of growing up together. He knows the only reason Xisheng hasn't kicked him out yet is out of all those years together. He thought about it a lot. Mu Yuye wiped away his tears and opened those files. If only he could show more of what he can do. Show more value. Maybe he could matter more to him. Shen Shenj just couldn't be that ruthless. Carrying his coffee, he went back to the assistant's office. I don't know why, but I always just disliked you for no reason. Still, I want to give you some advice. Some things are pointless to fight. I have this strong feeling inside. He won't be yours, and he won't be mine either. Mu Yuye's secret was touched, and he looked really upset. He only grew so rebellious, and kept fighting with Xisheng, just because of one person. It was all for just one person. C9 and CI, the three of them grew up together. But Xisheng always cared more about C9 and CI.
He knew it was because C9 and CI wasn't very bright.
And Xisheng was supposed to look after her more. But since C9 and CI started to change at 13, his sense of crisis kept building up. C9 and CI really grew to be so perfect. Being slow is a big flaw for others. But for C9 and CI, it only made her cuter, made her more endearing. And because of that, she started acting different around Xisheng. Really, she just wanted more of his attention. But yesterday she found out Xisheng was grooming her to be the house's lady ever since she was little. She was always the favorite one. Thinking back now, she realized how stupid she's been. Maybe you're right, but I still want to try. I never thought losing him would hurt this much. Maybe it's hopeless, but only if you try will you regret less. Mu Yuye refused to give up. He wanted to try again. Shen Kinj smiled and said suddenly, I don't dislike you that much anymore. Maybe we could actually sit down and talk. If you can teach me something useful, that'd be even better. Mu Yuye stared seriously at Shen Kinj for a few seconds. Shen Kinj, now I remember. You're last year's Tianhai top scorer. I saw your picture on the freshman site. Just didn't know. You'd look so bright and lively all dressed up. I'm actually your senior, you know. Shen Kinj shrugged and smiled. I just remembered it too. Senior Mu is the real genius at Tianhai University. Not to mention the most beautiful girl in our school. I just don't get how you ended up like this. Mu Yuye shook his head. Now I finally get that saying. The one whose love doesn't care about the rules. And the one who can't have it is always restless. If you want to learn, then stay. I can teach you. But my condition is still the same. You can't mess with him. Shen Kinj hesitated, but still nodded in the end. After all, making money to pay debts is his main goal right now. Besides, he doesn't really feel anything for Xisheng. They'd only just met, and he was against Mu Yuye, simply for no good reason. At the private estate, C9 and CI was catching bugs in the grass. She stopped suddenly. The plot changed. Release progress increased by 10%. Now it's at 85%. How did that happen? C9 and CI was totally confused. Did the plot change again? I'm doomed. I'm dead. I'm tired. The world's ending. Suddenly, C9 and CI rolled her eyes and passed out on the grass. Miss Bar. VIP room. Xisheng was lying bored on the sofa. It's normal to do some small deals here. I get that, But the thing is, I'm here to discuss a partnership with Fuji Group today. It's a multi-billion-dollar project, and the talk is with one of the top young elites from the Fu family, Fu Yanzhou. He looks hardly older than me, maybe 2 or 3 years, just a young guy. Also a top youth in Tianhai. Both of us are representatives of billion-dollar groups. The difference is, I, Xisheng, took over a few billion from my family. To reach this level, it's all from fighting since I was 10. As for Fu Yanzhou, he basically inherited his family's business. The Fu family has more money than the Xi family. But Xisheng is still the wealthiest in Tianhai. Everything Xisheng has is his own. But the Fu family is big and complicated. Well, money's easy here. Xisheng was born with memories from his past life. He just brought things over from before. That's what you call crushing the competition. Why not drink, young Master C? Maybe seeing Xisheng bored, some random rich kid came over. Xisheng smiled and said, I'm allergic to alcohol. You guys go ahead and enjoy. Don't worry about me. Hearing Xisheng is allergic to alcohol, nobody else was interested in him anymore. That drinking session really knocked them all out. Then, with their bodyguards and drivers, everyone headed out. They all got home safe. Only Xisheng and Fu Yanzhou were left. Mr. Fu, looks like we've had enough drinks. Should we talk business now? Fu Yanzhou, a bit tipsy, waved his hand and said, working with you is what I want. Of course, the Fu group would love to partner up. But honestly, I think the profit distribution isn't fair. We just wanted to test Fu Yanzhou. It's just not quite right. Don't want to sign, huh? Xisheng shook his head, feeling helpless. Fu Yanzhou really is a business genius. There's a reason he inherited a 100 billion company. But still, he's way too young. He doesn't have a long-term vision yet. The plan one offered is focused on profits 5 years down the line. Fu Yanzhou is only looking 3 years ahead. But still, for someone just 23 or 24, he's already very impressive. Not everyone can be like him, having over 30 years of business experience at 20. Since Vice President Fu isn't into this project, I'll just find a new opportunity elsewhere. There are other companies in Huzhou with this technology. I'll check them out when I have some time soon. I won't interrupt your evening any longer. With that, Xisheng got up to leave. Actually, the way I see it, it should have been Fu Group coming to me for this partnership. Too bad Fu Yanzhou grabbed Xisheng's arm.
Hold on.
I think this project is still up for discussion. Xisheng shook off Fu Yanzhou's hand. Honestly, Vice President Fu, you just don't have what it takes for this project. You can't handle it, so I'm going to look for someone more suitable. Fu Yanzhou stood up. He staggered as he spoke. This is the first time C Group and my Fu Group would work together. Your C Group is strong, but you guys rose up too fast. Your connections are nothing compared to mine. If our families work together, your side will gain much more. Think big and long term. Why worry about tiny short-term profits, President C? Xisheng sneered in his heart. This is a billion-dollar investment. Future returns could be 50 billion or more. And he calls that tiny profit? I really overestimated Fu Yanzhou this time. If Mr. Fu still wants to work together, my condition is, on top of the original terms, the Fu Group gives me 30% more. Otherwise, forget it. Fu Yanzhou hesitated. This partnership is something my family ordered me to secure. Even the board already voted on it. He just didn't expect that Xisheng is even younger than him, yet way tougher in negotiations. At most, I can give 10% more. Any more and my group will be losing money. Xisheng suddenly smiled. You're generous, Mr. Fu. Let's settle it then. You'll get the new contract tomorrow. Suddenly, Fu Yanzhou felt like he was being played, but there was nothing he could do. He tried to squeeze C Group first, so of course he got pushed back. Right then, he felt his head spinning, and his whole body started to burn up. President C, did you drug me? Xisheng also noticed something was wrong. He took a quick look. Vice President, that's going too far. Sure, the Fu Group is powerful, but if I wanted to deal with you, would I really use such cheap tricks? You should call the cops. And try to remember, did you upset anyone recently? Fu Yanzhou shook his head hard, grabbed Xisheng's shoulder, and tried to stay standing. We can't call the police. If this gets out, my family's reputation will take a hit. President C, can you help me? Just help me get through this, and we can talk about any terms in the contract. Xisheng thought it over. Fu Yanzhou represents his entire family. If word gets out he got drugged at a club partying, Fu Group's stock would definitely drop. Losing even hundreds of millions would be easy. If I cover this up for him today, I'll have some leverage over him in the future. That's definitely worth it. Right as he was about to agree, a woman burst in through the door. Mr. Fu is drunk. I'm his friend. Let me take care of him. She handed Xisheng a stack of cash. Xisheng was stunned for a second. This woman thought he was a waiter. Was this just a coincidence? Fu Yanzhou gets drugged, and instantly a woman shows up. Is this some kind of boss gets picked up by a woman story? But for someone as rich and good-looking as Fu Yanzhou, it's no surprise women pay attention to him. If they end up with a little Fu, that'd be wild. Just thinking about it, Xisheng changed his mind right away. Put the money in his pocket, smiled and said, since you're the deputy director's friend, I'm not worried. As long as this lady remembers my favor afterward, that's all I need. The woman heard this, and looked shocked. Who are you? How do you know? Xisheng gently shook his head.
He sent over the revived porridge.
You can take him away. I'll come get my reward next time. We each get what we want. You know what I mean? The woman glanced at the revived porridge, then looked at Xisheng. Her eyes got firm and she said, okay, I'll remember you. Once this is done, I'll reward you well. Xisheng waved his hand with a smile. Hurry up. If you wait any longer, he's gonna die in there. The woman jumped in fright. She quickly helped Fu Yanzhou out the door. Everyone was gone. Xisheng also left.
He saw
Fu Yanzhou taken into the lounge at the end of the hallway. Then that woman ran off. Xisheng was a bit confused. He was led into the room already. So why did she run? Don't tell me she's planning to kill Fu Yanzhou. But the guy just agreed to sign the deal. If he dies here, I'd lose out too. Thinking that, Xisheng walked over. Just as he reached the door,
he saw Fu Yanzhou staggering out.
Boss C, save me. Xisheng got goosebumps all over. Why would I save him from this kind of thing? Just call the cops and take him to the hospital. Clear my own name first. Excuse me, sir. I'm here to clean the lounge. Suddenly, a nice voice came from behind. Xisheng turned around. He saw a girl, about 18 or 19, wearing a staff uniform and holding a mop and rag. Fu Yanzhou was at his limit, eyes shining wildly, and lunged right at the girl. Xisheng reacted fast, grabbing Fu Yanzhou by the collar. Hey, you can't touch her. That's a crime. If you do it, I'll be your accomplice. You'll get us both in trouble. The girl got scared too, and hid behind Xisheng. Sir, did he drink? Get drunk or something? Xisheng guessed he was drugged. Do you know any of the girls here who do special services? The girl froze a moment, then shook her head. I just started today. No idea about that. Should I ask the others for you? Ask about what? I'm his fiancé. I'm here to pick him up. Just as she said that, the woman came back with another woman. Xisheng realized what was going on. The first woman was just the wing woman who drugged him. This one's the real deal. But he checked Fu Yanzhou wasn't engaged. There's no fiancé on record. But if this works out tonight, who knows, maybe now there will be one. Thinking that, Xisheng pushed Fu Yanzhou toward them, then pulled the girl over to the corner. Fu Yanzhou had totally lost control. He just smelled her and pounced. The fiancé, boldly, dragged Fu Yanzhou back into the lounge, locked the door. Soon after, sounds came from the room that left nothing to the imagination. A huge smile spread across Xisheng's face. The cleaning girl blushed and tugged on Xisheng's sleeve. Is he gonna be okay? Should I still go clean up in there? Xisheng was stunned. He quickly thought it through. You're still thinking about cleaning? Do you even know who just went in there? Who knows if he'll be okay? But you might have a problem. The girl was scared out of her mind. What's this got to do with me? I'm just a cleaner. Xisheng shrugged. Because you saw something you shouldn't have. Best case, you'll get fired. Kicked out of Tianhai City. The girl got even more scared. What's the worst case? Xisheng grinned. Worst case, you get silenced. Her legs went weak. She's just a student, working part-time during break, just trying to make some money for school. She never thought she'd get mixed up in this. Mister, I really didn't mean for this to happen. Please save me. I don't want to die. Xisheng steadied her. Relax, I'm just messing with you. That woman who set up Fu Yanzhou is probably not ordinary. Yeah, you saw all this, but killing you sounds unlikely. Worst, they drive you out of Tianhai City, or pay you hush money. The girl's legs got even weaker. Fu Yanzhou, CEO of a billion-dollar group, got drugged by a woman, and she saw everything. If that woman dared drug Fu Yanzhou, then she's not scared to off me too. Sir, please help me. If you can drink with him here, you must be somebody. I'm sure you can help me. I don't want to die. I don't want to be kicked out of Tianhai City either. Xisheng used a little force and helped her up. Let's get out of here first. Don't mess up their business. That first wing woman stood in their way. Lowlife, I told you to beat it after taking the cash. You didn't leave and now you threaten me? Not leaving now, are you? Xisheng frowned. This woman looks decent, dressed in all designer stuff. She clearly had an education. How come she swears like that right away? So tell me, whose dog are you? Hearing Xisheng call her a dog, the woman was furious. She raised her hand to slap him. You lowlife. How dare you call me a dog? You must be tired of living. Bang! Xisheng just kicked her several meters away. She hit the wall hard. I really don't get you people. Why do you always like slapping others? Why do you think you're so superior? What makes you think you can hit a grown man like me? She clutched her stomach on the floor, face twisted in pain. Do you know who I am? You dare hit me? My Tang family won't let this go. Xisheng snorted. Like I care who you are. You mess with me, then you should be prepared to die first. The woman froze in terror. She curled up on the ground. I'm with Tangling. Tangling is the only heiress of the Tang family in Tianhai. You can't touch me. Seeing her so pitiful, Xisheng just glanced over disdainfully. Then he left the bar with the cleaning girl. No ambush outside, just what he'd hoped for. But what confused him was, if no one was outside, what was that woman being so cocky about? Sir, what do we do now? They definitely won't let us off the hook. Xisheng waved. He signaled old Wang in the distance to drive over. That guy who only gets ahead by drugging people. I don't even care about him. If you're scared, just work at my place as a cleaner. Aunt Wang left. There are fewer people cleaning the inner rooms. You're about the same age as my little sister. Should be easy to get along. The girl paused for a moment, hearing what the guy said. He really doesn't seem afraid of them. At home, there's a sister about the same age as me. She needs someone to look after her. She unconsciously grabbed Fu Yanzhou's arm in front to protect herself. Obviously, he's not a bad person. If I work at his house, it seems safer than bars and such outside. Thinking this, she nodded. Thanks, boss. I'll work hard. Xisheng brought the girl home, not out of kindness. It was just to keep another witness for future negotiations with Fu Yanzhou and that Tanlin. They both got in the car. Soon, they returned to the private estate. She got out of the car and followed. The more she saw, the more shocked she felt. She's only seen estates like this on TV. The layout here looks just like the ones shown on the news. At the richest person's house in Tianhai, the youngest billionaire CEO in Tianhai, the most ruthless business tycoon, the boss who pays employees the highest salary. Your CC, the famous Tianhai, legendary youngest business mogul? Xisheng laughed. Why, do I not look the part? The girl stared at Xisheng for a few seconds. That young face matched someone from the TV broadcasts. It's really him. I can't believe I got to meet someone like him. The girl looked flustered. Her hands and feet were shaking. She quickly lowered her head.
Sorry.
The lighting in the bar was too dim earlier. I couldn't see clearly. I must have offended you. Please forgive me. Xisheng was a little surprised. Then he tapped the girl's head. Nonsense. When did you offend me? Besides, I'm a winner of the 5 Good Youth Award. I don't eat people. What are you afraid of? Getting your head knocked made you understand? The girl calmed down instead. This big boss isn't as scary as I imagined. He actually feels a bit like a caring uncle. But he's only 20, just a year older than me. No, I'm not scared. It's just meeting my idol got me too excited. Xisheng placed his hand on her forehead and pushed her head up. You've been keeping your head down the whole way. That's bad for your neck. Don't end up with neck problems so young. That's real trouble. The girl looked up at Xisheng. There was a different look in her eyes. He's caring about me. Why does a stranger care about me? But my family doesn't. Seeing how pitiful the girl looked, Xisheng was a bit stunned again. Am I really that scary? Why does this girl look at my face? Like she's about to cry? All right, what's your name? I still don't know. I'll have the butler register you later. From now on, you're a servant here. Your salary will be 5,000. How about that? To keep his kind image, Xisheng switched topics and talked about salary. The price he offered is above market. First, calm the girl down. Spend a bit to keep her around until that tangling rises up. Then take her to negotiate. Even just a small cut of profit from them means hundreds of millions every year. The girl got excited hearing this. Thank you, Director C. My name is Lin Yue. I can clean up, do laundry, and cook. Xisheng waved his hand. No need to be so formal. We have a chef at home. There are housekeepers to clean and do laundry. Lin Yue stopped walking. Suddenly, terror flashed in her eyes. Then what should I do? You're not saying. As she spoke, Lin Yue instinctively hugged herself. Xisheng sighed helplessly. I have a sister. She was born with a mental disability. She needs someone to accompany her. You'll figure it out soon. Right, at that moment, someone suddenly rushed out inside. Just like before. They had just walked to the door, and then the person's head bumped over. Xisheng instinctively reached out to stop her. But this time, he failed. The silly sibling stopped suddenly. She turned and looked at Lin Yue. Her eyes showed surprise. Why is Lin Yue here? Checking the time. Shouldn't she be working at the bar today? Then, together with Fu Yuanzhou, do whatever. Oops, silly brother is acting up again. Help, there's a murder. Can anyone survive at this point? Bro Shang, I really couldn't hold him back. Shan Qinj followed behind. She looked pretty awkward. How could he know Xinyanqi is so strong? And his hearing is so sharp. He can hear stuff from so far away. Sis Sheng, I'm back.
He was just playing by himself.
Then, in a flash, he shot out. Couldn't stop him at all. Shan Qinj, what are you doing here? Seeing Shan Qinj, Lin Yue was a bit surprised. Shan Qinj froze for a second too. Lin Yue, why did you come here? Shisheng was confused. He habitually picked up Xinyanqi and walked into the hall. Don't just stand at the door. There are stools and fruits inside. The two girls shared a look, then followed him in. A bunch of chatting started. Shisheng picked up some info from their talk. This Shan Qinj and Lin Yue are both students at Tianhai University. They might be in different departments, but they're both top students. Both ranked top 10 in grades. Lin Yue's family is poor. She has to support a gambling father and a younger brother who dropped out. He beats her up every day. Shisheng is speechless. These past 2 days, seriously, he's bumped into two girls with tragic lives. Is fate messing with him because he's too nice? Like the universe sent him to save these poor girls? Isn't that way too dramatic? He's not dumb, you know? Just as he's thinking about Xinyanqi, that little troublemaker won't give up. Suddenly sticks right onto him. Damn you, Shan Qinj. You won't let him kiss me. But now you're doing it yourself. You took away my luck, and that could cost me my life. Stupid Shisheng, stupid Shisheng. Why did you let that evil girl touch you? How can you do this to your fiancé of 20 years? Stupid system. Does the luck have to be restored? Shisheng held Xinyanqi's head down. Shan Qinj, please take him away. Shan Qinj just shrugged. I wouldn't dare do that. He'd hate me if I did. You're a grown man. Just let him give you a peck. What's the big deal? You're not losing anything. Shisheng frowned deeply. He sounded a little helpless. It's not the same. He's grown up now. He's not a kid anymore. Lin Yue was confused. What are they doing? Shan Qinj quietly explained it to Lin Yue. Lin Yue finally got it. Honestly, I think Mr. C is right. Miss Nianzi is super curious. So we need to teach him right and wrong. Otherwise he'll cause trouble later. We can try to guide him slowly. Help him learn to... Lin Yue hadn't finished talking yet, when Xinyanqi suddenly stared right into her eyes. You're the female lead. Why are you being so nosy? You think I need your guidance? If I don't get my luck back today, I'm probably getting zapped again. Even if you're the female lead, if you dare mess with me, I'm not letting it go. Stupid system, do something to her. Lin Yue blanked out, paused for a second. Honestly, letting a kid satisfy his curiosity sometimes isn't such a bad thing. Little kids don't really have bad intentions. As his bro, don't be so stingy. Shisheng's mind went blank. What the heck is all this? Why did she suddenly change her tone? She was fine just a second ago. Before he figured it out, Xinyanqi started acting up again. Shisheng sighed inside. His grip loosened a bit. Then, under the system's control, Xinyanqi moved super fast. Okay, you can't do this anymore. Xinyanqi suddenly calmed down. Finally topped it back up. No electric shocks for me now. I'll get it back from Shan Qinj tonight. Just take back the luck he stole today. But why does this feel so weird? It's not like before, watching Xinyanqi space out again. Shisheng finally relaxed. Turns out the girls were right. As long as his curiosity's satisfied, Xinyanqi stops causing trouble. Alright, Shan Qinj, take Nianzi for a bath. Lin Yue, go report to the butler. I'm going to review the new contract with Fuji for tomorrow. Don't worry about me. Time flies. Outside the window, it's filled with insect songs. Xisheng sent off the contract and smiled out the window.
Technically.
A manner of this rank shouldn't have name repeats, let alone so many at once. But with Xinyanqi around, anything can happen. Actually, this natural vibe feels kind of like his old home. Running a small company is tough, not much better than normal folks. Food and housing were always easygoing. He stretched a bit and went back to the living area. First floor master bedroom. Shisheng opened the door and walked right into the bathroom on his right.
10 minutes later.
He came out of the bathroom. As he turned into the main room, the light suddenly turned on. Don't come any closer. Shan Qinj looked terrified, sitting on the bed, holding a remote pointing at Shisheng. Then her face turned bright red. As she dove under the blanket, Shisheng froze for a second, looked down at his bare self. Yeah, that's awkward, but he's an adult, so the embarrassment was quick. Got calm again fast. He just grabbed some clothes from the closet. A few minutes later, Sheng lifted the blanket, pulled Shen Kinj up. Tell me why you're in here. Shen King's eyes widened. Wasn't this the room you gave me? Are you forgetful now? Sheng shook his head. You're the forgetful one? Not me. At the office, we already agreed to switch rooms. So I'm asking you, why are you here? Shen Kinj was stunned. Yeah, they did plan this. But there was too much going on at work. Plus, bickering with the shower gel. Who could remember? Could you let go of my neck first? Sheng tossed Shen Kinj onto the bed. Give me a good reason. Shen King's face went red, thinking about what happened. She got so embarrassed, stammered. I forgot. I thought you knew about this room. So I was scared and... After the explanation, Sheng laughed. This girl always thought there was something spooky in this room. He woke her up coming back for a shower. So that's what happened. Alright, go sleep upstairs. And lock the door and window. By the way, where's Nianzi? Shen Kinj thought for a bit and said, he got tired after playing with Lin Yue. I thought I shouldn't disturb him. So I let him sleep at Lin Yue's place first. Sheng nodded. He kicked Shen Kinj out, as long as he wasn't embarrassed. Then Shen Kinj was the one who felt awkward. Shen Kinj felt helpless.
He could only go upstairs with a red face.
He lay down on the bed Sheng had slept on. He started tossing and turning. That scent made him obsessed and unable to sleep. In the middle of the night, a white figure, barefoot, quietly walked across the hall. It reached the master bedroom door downstairs. A soft click was heard. The white figure slipped into the room. Inside, Sheng's body hair stood up. Cold sweat soaked the sheets instantly. Half awake, the white figure slowly approached the bed. Oh my god. This house really isn't clean. Sheng's heart raced. He tried to stay calm. He clenched his fist tightly. No wonder Bath Gel went crazy after staying here. Shen Kinj also got a bit crazy after spending a night. This time, it's his turn. Sheng, oh Sheng, you're such an idiot. You brought your memories to this new world. So why don't you believe in the supernatural? Now it's happening. Not believing finally got you into trouble. Suddenly, Sheng's nose twitched twice. That scent was C9CI. Thinking of that, Sheng suddenly sat up and hugged the white figure tightly. C9CI was startled. Her whole body froze. The system sent her to find Shen Kinj and collect luck. She never expected something would suddenly jump up from the bed. But soon, she realized it was Sheng. The shock in her heart vanished instantly. Sheng's mind raced. He quickly figured it out. He told C9CI to sleep with Shen Kinj from now on. But he didn't tell her about swapping rooms with Shen Kinj. He never told C9CI. She probably woke up at Lin Yue's place and came back looking for Shen Kinj. 9CI, are you scared? Sheng turned on the light. He smoothed out C9CI's messy hair. He was still a bit worried. She's already a bit silly. If she gets scared even more, that'll be trouble. C9CI still looked dazed. You really are my great brother or sister. You almost scared me to death. Stupid Sheng, why are you sleeping in Shen King's room? Are you seriously unwell? Seeing C9CI was fine, Sheng let out a big sigh of relief. He put C9CI back on the bed, pulled the blanket over her, then blew gently on her forehead. Don't worry, your brother's here with you. Sleep it off and you'll forget. C9CI obediently closed her eyes. Man, my brother's so goofy. I remember I gave him a paranoid guy character. After all these years, he's not that paranoid. Now he just feels silly. Maybe I messed up the ratio. Didn't write his character well. Why do I feel kinda strange? Sheng patted the blanket gently. Once C9CI fell asleep, he went to sit on the swing chair behind the window. That swing chair was from 3 years ago. Bath Gel requested it after moving in. She said you could soak up moonlight and sunlight here. But after that, she rarely came home again. The swing chair is still almost brand new. The people of yesterday, gone, can't be kept. Clap. Abandoned factory in the eastern suburbs. Bath Gel put away her whip. She pulled out the gag from Jiu Ning's mouth. This is what happens when you try to run. I've told you so many times. Why don't you ever listen? Jiu Ning was covered in wounds. He gave a bitter laugh and said, my fault. I was blind. I actually agreed to work with a psycho like you back then. No wonder Sheng doesn't want you. With a psycho like you, who can stand you? Bath Gel's gaze turned cold. If you hadn't provoked me every single time, my rebelliousness wouldn't have been triggered. If it wasn't for you, I'd be C family's young madam by now. The most honored woman in Tianhai City. All of this is because of you. Bath Gel was furious and whipped again. Jiu Ning gritted his teeth and endured. It was you. You caused all of this. Every time I tried to help you make up with Sheng, I was sincere. It's your own prejudice. You can't stand others saying good things about Sheng in front of you. Deep down, Sheng is just a villain to you. Wicked to the bone. You judged him before you even knew him and twisted everything I tried to tell you. You're a psycho, a narcissist living in your own world, a demon who never sees others as people. How can you expect me to be your sidekick? I'm not your dowry. I'm a real living person. Bath Gel's eyes widened. She argued, I did not. I just thought you guys were all miserable. I'll help you make money. You give emotional value to me and Sheng. This is a fair exchange. Fair trade. What's wrong with marrying into the C family with me? His parents left when he was really young. He had to run a huge family business at just 10 or so. And look after his sister who can't even take care of herself. His life really sucked. Why won't you give him some warmth of home? If he had siblings, he wouldn't have to carry all that himself.
Hearing this, Jiu Ning lost it.
Who would even say something like that? What do you mean his life sucked? So I have to give him a warm home?
He has so much money, but I never see any of it.
He doesn't have siblings. And he's got a dumb sister to look after. What does that have to do with me? That's enough out of you, Bath Gel. Haven't you thought about why all your plans against Sheng never work out? Bath Gel sneered. Because he doesn't love me as much as I thought. I figured that out a long time ago. Jiu Ning's mouth started bleeding. Started laughing out loud. You're such a loser. Idiot, you'll never know why. Bath Gel froze for a second. Dropped the whip in her hand.
Tell me why.
Maybe I'll go easier on you. To save her own skin. Jiu Ning was thinking fast. Wake up already. Bath Gel, the reason you fail isn't because he doesn't love you enough. It's because you don't love him enough. You think I can be your puppet, do whatever you want with me. But you really think you can control Shang the same way? From the moment we signed the deal, the day you took me to see him, he already decided not to love you. Because you're not worth anyone's love. You're just crazy. A freak who hides behind fake love. Whenever you don't get what you want, you don't dare get mad at him. Ask him why you want me as his stand-in. After you hit and torture me, you start to regret, tormenting yourself inside. You make me go around, kneeling on mountains to pray for him, trying to ease your own guilt. You're just lying to yourself. It's kinda pathetic. Puo W bath gel just snapped, slapped Ji Ning hard across the face. Shut up, that's not what happened. You have no idea how much he loves me, and you don't know how much I love him. I can't even bear to raise my voice at him. Why would I ever question him? If you take his punishment from me, that's your honor. I feed and clothe you, lend you all that money. That money all came from him. You pray for him, wish him health and peace. What's wrong with that? Hearing this, Ji Ning's mindset exploded again. This woman is seriously terrifying. I have to find a way to get out.
He's sure this psycho will kill him.
To apologize to Shang? Bullshit. If you really loved him, I wouldn't even exist. He does love you, that's for sure. The madness in bath gel slowly faded. You say he loves me. You're not lying? Seeing his trick worked, Ji Ning was relieved. Yes, he loves you a lot. Deep down, even now, he still can't let you go. Have you thought, why all these years, Shang never has any other women around? Someone that outstanding. Anywhere else, he'd be chased by lots of beautiful girls. But for you, he turned them all down. He's responsible and dependable. And you? You're just dumb. Luckily though, he still has strong feelings for you. If you let me go now, I can show you how to win him back. Bath gel's mad look paused, and she quickly calmed down. You really have a way. Fefty Yuning spat out some blood. Just let me go. I can make him love you again. Suddenly bath gel pulled out a knife from her back with no hesitation, and stabbed Ji Yuning right in the shoulder. First, I'll take an arm. If you dare lie to me, you'll die horribly. Ji Yuning clenched his teeth, fighting the pain, making new plans in his mind. Haven't you two had feelings for years? And you're sure he won't leave you to die. So why not fake and act again? Blame everything on me. When Shang finds out I've been lying to you, he'll forgive you. I can stir something up, let you two go through life and death together. Then he'll definitely come back to you. Mu Yuye's eyes lit up when she heard that. If they use Ji Yuning to clear things up between them, and then face a crisis together, Shang cares a lot about relationships. He'll definitely forgive her. Worst case, he won't hate her. Thinking of this, she quickly started to work out the details with Ji Yuning. The next day, in the administrative assistant's office, Shen Kinj didn't see bath gel. Felt a bit weird. Assistant Shen, Fuji Group sent a notice. Their VP is coming to sign with our CEO. Please get ready. Still confused, Shen Kinj got the official notice and was totally stunned. It's only his second day on the job. How would he know what to do? We're talking about $2 billion CEO's meeting. Can't even imagine that scene. No way to picture it. What do I do? Tried calling bath gel, but the line didn't go through. He started to panic, and Shang walked in. Shen Kinj gave an awkward smile. I've never handled something like this. Sorry about that. Shang shook his head. It's just a contract. Just set up a quiet place. Good tea is enough. Here at our company. In Tianhai, we don't need to please anyone. Got it? Shen Kinj nodded, still a bit confused. He's just a 19-year-old student. How could he know about this stuff? He has no idea about the real power of our company in Fuji. But with Shang saying that, he felt better. The meeting spot got arranged at the cafe downstairs. When Shang and Fu Yuanzhou met up, they both got a bit shocked. Fu Yuanzhou looked pale, had dark circles around his eyes. His eyes looked green. President Si, you really got me in trouble. Hearing this, Shang just smiled. President Fu, what are you saying? When did I ever cause you trouble? Fu Yuanzhou looked around, noticed a pretty woman next to Shang, instantly looked embarrassed. Shang noticed, and waved. Go tell the boss what's up. We've reserved this place. Double compensation for anyone still here. Got the order. Shen Qing cleared the place right away. He's not blind or deaf. Fu Yanzhou is obviously embarrassed now. He's getting in the way. If this 100 billion deal falls through, selling this place dozens of times wouldn't cover the loss. After waiting a bit, once everyone left, Fu Yanzhou finally relaxed. Didn't I ask you to save me last night? Why did you leave on your own? Shang paused. Pretending not to get it, he said. Your fiancé came to pick you up. Why would I hold on to you? Fu Yanzhou sighed. Speaking of fiancé, I do have a child marriage arrangement with the Tang family. But the girl got lost when she was little. The woman yesterday was Tang Ling, the Tang family's adopted daughter. She always wanted to take over the engagement. I never imagined she'd stoop so low. Now she's forcing me to marry her. What am I supposed to do? Shang frowned. It's just a family alliance. Adopted or not, it's just a reason to marry. Tang Ling's a beautiful woman. Seems pretty devoted to you. Otherwise, she wouldn't go this far. Why not just accept the marriage? No need to stress about it. Fu Yanzhou sighed helplessly. She doesn't really care about me. She just wants to be the rich wife. If I agree to this, wouldn't it be unfair to the Tang family's lost daughter? Shang's mouth twitched. For real. He can't figure out how Fu Yanzhou ended up as CEO. Why worry if it's fair or not? Tang family helps your position and secures your place in the Fu family. Are you actually in love with? By the way, have you met the Tang family's real daughter? Fu Yanzhou shook his head. When we got engaged, I was only 5. She was just born. She disappeared when she was 5. Didn't even meet her. I don't even know her name now. Hearing this, Shang went quiet. So basically, you want to hold on to an engagement for someone you've never met, who's missing and you don't even know their name. Sticking to that marriage? Are you crazy? Do your parents know how pure you are? Fu Yanzhou gave an awkward laugh. I'm not doing it for the fiancé. I just don't like Tang Ling. Shang took a deep breath, calmed himself down. It's just a family alliance. Why do you have to like her?
Tang Ling.
She's got looks, and a great figure, and family background. Why aren't you satisfied? What, she can't please you? But judging from your face, it's not about that, right? Fu Yanzhou looked troubled. I just don't like her. Xisheng shook his head. He felt totally disappointed in Fu Yanzhou. As heir to a huge group, he's way too emotional. For someone from such a big family, he's obsessed with love. If anyone messes with him, the Fu group will suffer big losses. Teaming up with someone like this is really risky. But before he could speak, Xisheng's phone vibrated. Saw the call was from Bathgel. Xisheng answered. Bathgel is with me. Prepare 10 million cash and bring it to East Suburb, now.
No cops.
You gotta come alone, or I'll kill the hostage. Call ended. Xisheng thought for a moment, then called the police. Bathgel has been kidnapped. They're asking for 10 million ransom at East Suburb. Law enforcement got the call. Arranged rescue action right away. After hanging up, Xisheng continued. I think I should reconsider working with you. You're way too emotional. Makes me doubt your abilities. Fu Yanzhou pointed at the phone. Isn't Bathgel your ex-fiancée? She got kidnapped. You aren't worried? Xisheng frowned deeply. He was even more disappointed in Fu Yanzhou. First, Mu Yuye and I only have a work relationship now. Saving her is law enforcement's job. Anxious or not, it won't help. Might even let someone take advantage. Let's end our partnership here. Here's some advice. You're not fit to be a leader. Fu Yanzhou stood up. Presidency, I can have Li Yicheng help again. Can you reconsider? Xisheng shook his head. If Fu Group stays under Fu Yanzhou, it's not looking good. He'd never work with a company with no future. No need, President Fu. I have other things to deal with. Let's meet next time if there's a chance. After that, Xisheng left the cafe. He waved to Old Wang, heading to East Suburb, even though he cut ties with Bathgel. He wasn't about to just let her die. If it's just for money, 10 million isn't too much for him. Old Wang floored it and sped off. Abandoned factory in the East Suburbs. Mu Yue and Ji Yuning have set up the kidnapping scene. After being hung up, Mu Yue nervously asked, Are you sure this will win him back? Ji Yuning nodded seriously, checking the ropes for strength. Sad, trust me, I got this. This time, Xisheng will definitely come back to you. After Mu Yuye's hanging, he feels strangely panicked. If you dare hurt me, you'll die a terrible death. Ji Yuning laughed. I'm just a nobody with no power. How could I dare hurt Miss Mu? I just want to take back what's rightfully mine. Mu Yuye was shocked by his words. He struggled crazily. You better let me go now. Otherwise Xisheng won't spare you. Ji Yuning shook his head. I know. Xisheng wouldn't ignore you. I just want some money. Then I'll leave Tianhai City. Get away from you, you devil. Mu Yue realized you lied to me. I'll make sure you suffer. Outside, sirens echoed near the factory. Mu Yue and Ji Yuning froze. Mu Yue, did you see that? Xisheng called the police. He won't even give you 10 million. Think about how good he used to be to you. You could use the extra credit card. Buy whatever you wanted. A dowry of 3 billion. That's more than your whole family's wealth combined. Now he doesn't even want to give you 10 million. You devil finally got what you deserve. The one who loved you the most. You ruined him yourself. If I tell Xisheng today that you and I conned him for 3 years, tell him the truth. Do you think he'll care anymore? About that pathetic friendship? Mu Yue was stunned. Then he struggled even harder. Ji Yuning, let me down. I promise you. Just let me down. And guarantee you won't tell him the truth. I'll let you go. I'll give you 10 million extra. Why not 30 million? 50 million. Go live far away. I'm begging you. Please let me down. A cold smile spread across Ji Yuning's face. I've already been fooled once. You think I'll fall for it again? I don't dare take your money. I'd be too scared to spend it. Besides, who is Xisheng? He was a business legend since he was 10. How many families were destroyed because of him? I know how ruthless he is. I can't even escape you. How could I escape him? He doesn't want you anymore. So I don't matter either. Mu Yue was shocked again. What are you going to do? The law enforcement team is here. If you hurt me, you're done for. Why would I hurt you? I can stay alive. Why would I risk it? You think I'm as stupid as you? He cursed Mu Yue out. Ji Yuning held his head in his hands and lay down on the floor. He was just trying to get some money and run. But things went way beyond what he expected. He changed his mind immediately. Being honest is easier. He won't go to jail forever. It's not a real kidnapping anyway. At most, just a prank. They'll just lecture me. As for Mu Yu's stuff, he plans to expose it all. At least Xisheng won't hate him anymore. And Mu Yue might be locked up for a while. He'll use this chance to run as far as he can. Never dealing with psychos like this again. The law enforcement team surrounded the scene. Slowly moved in. Only saw someone lying on the floor. And someone hanging from above, from what they could see. The one on the floor was covered in injuries. He looked more like the victim. Help! Officers, please. Save me. Ji Yuning yelled from the ground. The whole team was confused. Most people looked at Mu Yue. Mu Yue was hanging and couldn't speak. What could he say now? Ji Yuning had decided to betray him. No matter what he said, it was pointless. Inside the luxury car, Xisheng's phone vibrated. What robber? It's just a prank. Okay, I'll be right there. The law enforcement hung up. Xisheng's mouth twitched nonstop. What the hell is this? 2 lunatics. Treating him like a fool. During the mediation, Xisheng looked at Mu Yue who wouldn't speak. And pitiful Ji Yuning. Got a headache. Sheng, bro, please help me. I can't take it anymore. Please lock up Mu Yue. Don't let him go out and hurt people ever again. I'll even kneel for you. Bang! The law enforcement leader slapped the table. Watch your words. Locking someone up is illegal. Xisheng smiled. Don't be angry, Captain. I'm an outstanding young citizen. Of course I wouldn't do anything like that. Let Ji Yuning explain first. Ji Yuning wiped his tears, pulled out his phone and opened the photo gallery. Sheng, bro, look at these contracts. They're all handwritten. You can tell whose notes they are. Xisheng took the phone, scanned through the gallery. He quickly browsed 30 contracts. His face grew stranger. Mu Yue, these notes are exactly like yours. Didn't I teach you to write?
Tell me.
Did you write these? Mu Yue couldn't argue. He nodded. Ji Yuning quickly said, Shang bro, watch the videos below too. You have no idea how much I've suffered for you. Suffered for me? Si Shang was confused. Then opened the videos. Each clip was short. Clearly, the filmer was scared of getting caught. But after nearly 100 videos, Si Shang figured it out. Mu Yue didn't lie to him that day. He and Ji Yuning were innocent. But he couldn't imagine how a pretty young girl could be so twisted inside. Did he raise her wrong? He cared for her since she was little, always pampering her, never let her suffer or be hurt. She was rebellious and immature. That he understands. She got spoiled by him. But how is she so messed up mentally? Mu Yue's, this how I taught you. The more he thought, the angrier Si Shang got. If someone else took the flower, she'd be sad. But she could get it. Beautiful things are always wanted. Teenage girls chase what they think is perfect. But damn, now he's being told. This flower mutated since it was little. It turned into a man-eating plant a long time ago. It even went out and bit someone. Isn't this a total slap in the face for his illegitimate child? Getting the engagement called off and all. At worst, people laugh for a while. But raising a weirdo for 20 years. He'll be talked about forever. Once this news gets out, and gets twisted by those with an agenda, his character will definitely be doubted. And this family drama is sure to spark huge public pressure. Mu Yue was at a loss for words. He just kept his head down and stayed quiet. Si Shang took a deep breath and turned to Ji Yuning. I know things have been tough for you these years. I can make it up to you. I hope you can settle things with Mu Yue in private. Ji Yuning shook his head. I don't want any compensation, and I'm not going to sue him. All I want is for you all, in front of the law enforcement, to write me a letter of guarantee. Promise you won't bother me ever again. Ji Yuning knew this firsthand. He knew going against such powerful families would get him nowhere. Their family is rich and influential. They create so much value for Tianhai City every year. Even the law enforcement would probably turn a blind eye. Mu Yue will definitely be taken down. And as for Ji Yuning, he'd definitely get silenced too. Who'd dare take money from these ruthless people? Who would even want that? A glint flashed across Si Shang's eyes when he heard that. After all this happened, he really was planning to get rid of Ji Yuning. But now it seemed, Ji Yuning's pretty smart. He started collecting evidence years ago. And if they try to get rid of him now, he'd definitely have something else up his sleeve. That would be an even bigger problem. We can write the guarantee letter, but I'm still giving you compensation. I hope you'll take the money and find somewhere better to live. Heal from all this trauma. Ji Yuning knew Si Shang was just afraid he'd go back on his word. Once he took the cash, if he tried to talk later, the family could easily flip public opinion. Fine, give me 10 million. I'll take the guarantee letter and Mu Yue's secret, and leave Tianhai City for good. A wise man adapts to the times. After everything he went through, Ji Yuning finally got it, with the letter and the money in hand.
He flew out of Tianhai City that night.